All right, y'all. Oh, y'all, I had to take my power nap. Okay, y'all know what's up. All right, let's get the energy cleansed and see what's going on. Get a prayer here. Beloved ancestor spirit guides to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. Y'all, we're going to talk about emotions, okay? People using emotions. Hey, babies. If y'all like to be put on the list, just let me know, okay? Hey, hey. Yeah, people using emotions to get their way and how they've been doing this for so long and they cannot emotionally manipulate the situation any longer. Okay, causing these emotional imbalances, building this up. Okay. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. All right, all right, all right, all right. Y'all, I'm gonna hit my bowl here. Okay, cleanse out the energy. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Uh, all right, y'all. Can I tell y'all something? When people try to emotionally, mentally, things like that, try to control a situation, this will always backfire. Okay, and um, with Cancer being in Jupiter, and it's we're going into Cancer season, right? And I think the Moon is in Cancer. You got three different placements here. It's going to be a very emotional time for the end of June, okay? And these people here is fixing to get a different reaction from folks because they've been trying to emotionally um, manipulate situations with people, places, and things, okay? Because listen, Aries is in Neptune. This is all the illusions, right? Taking action and bringing structure back, right? And staying on your journey and not letting people emotionally control the situation. Okay? Because it ain't a mystery that something is not arriving, okay, in a home. Somebody's not getting clarity, though. They think by doing this here, something is going to arrive, but it's not because they don't want to give nobody clarity. They just want to keep the emotions going everywhere and they're unstable, okay? South note. Tell me here about Big Daddy Saturn here. Dragon Queen, what? How does a witch look? Like me? So let me ask you a question. How do you feel now that you come here attacking me, and you're assuming things, making assumptions? Did you get the prize? Did you get the guy? Did you get the job? Did it? Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. You're probably the person I'm talking about in this reading, huh? You trying to emotionally manipulate people and get them all upset and get them in their feelings? Was I supposed to go off on you and be angry? Sorry, darling. Listen, I didn't hear way too much. Do you know witch actually means wisdom? Mm. You didn't know that though, did you? Your mind don't open up that much because all them childhood wounds. Yeah. You still waiting on Jesus to come save you? Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah. That's right. That's right, sis. Coming in attacking. Damn, it's so many of y'all. Y'all was waiting on me, wasn't you? Yeah, they was waiting on me. All right, y'all, let's get back to it. Because, see, I was about to clarify this reading, and Here we go. We're ready. We're ready to attack with and make people so emotional, baby. Listen, you can't get in my emotions. I don't know what you thought this was, man. Do you now? Okay. Okay. Mm. You don't even know what you're rebuking, child. Probably the help that you need to get out of that abusive home and relationship you in. Mm. But you came over here talking about Jesus. Mm-hmm. Go get you some help now. Go fix your situation before you start judging everybody, okay? Bless you, child. That's right. Cause y'all listen, she ain't been hugged enough as a child. She needs healing. That's what that is. And her baby daddy's cheating with the man, and she's upset about it, and she keeps going to the church wanting them to fix it. Oh, okay. I shouldn't have told your business, huh? Oh, okay. Whoo! Let me tell you about Big Daddy Saturn coming through here, okay? For you unhealed people, y'all ain't gonna make it, okay? You're not gonna make it. It's, whoo, yeah, she needs some healing, okay? All right, tell me what's going on. Taking this action here. In this Aries energy, yeah, listen, people sitting with this shit, okay? And they don't know what to do. Now they're over here and they can't trip you up you emotionally, and they can't get you all in your feelings and have you cussing at them and angry with them. Collective, you could be like me, laughing at these people and ignoring them, okay? And then I start, picking the brain. Before you open your mouth talking about something, you probably need to go do some research, okay? Tell me about staying on the journey. They don't have no damn clue. Yeah, look, they stuck on the past about what they doing. They just stuck on the past. Tell me about here about somebody being stuck, stagnant. Because they Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. That's why. Yeah, that's what it is. Y'all know it's a projection, right? She said, you look like a witch. What does a witch look like? First of all. I know. Are you one of the dark witches and warlocks I've been talking about? Having strength, Emperor. It ain't no mystery. Because you could be emotionally manipulated by a dark ass witch, okay? Confirmation. That could be somebody's dark ass baby mama right there. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Auntie. Tell me about this arrive. Something's not arriving here to somebody's home. Yeah. Y'all, somebody here is blocked. And they keep trying to send something to your home, your space, or whatever, but they're blocked. They can't even do this. They're feeling stuck. Yeah, because you sit in a hermit mode, minding your damn business. Tell me about somebody ain't getting no clarity. Yeah, this karmic lover here, Two of Cups, they ain't getting no clarity. Because, see, they wanted to block what you had going on. Possibly got some kind of dark witch over here they working with, okay? And yeah, it's just ending everything that they had. They need to send these monitoring spirits to the light because they can't come. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. She's losing. That's why, sis. She's losing with them whole emotions and stuff like that. Tell me here about South Node. Because everybody gives away fishy cups in the South Node. Yeah. There's a Knight of Swords that you're not communicating with, okay, that doesn't want to walk away. Okay. Tell me about this person rushing in. Empress. Yeah. Somebody is in fear. because you're still getting a victory here. Because somebody could have worked with the dark witch or warlock here, and now they're being found out, and you know this. Also, y'all, I got a message too whenever I was laying on the couch earlier and I was resting. The third party has informed somebody that they like somebody has ghosted the third party. Okay, and I feel like the karmic has ghosted somebody here because somebody wised up or vice versa. Okay, somebody here has ghosted something now. And yeah. This could be a same sex situation. Somebody ghosted, and they don't. But and the reason they ghosted this because they don't want you to know that that was their plans as well. Woo, child! Here we go. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all ready? Because it's this. The tea is about to be piping hot. Tell me about somebody ghosting this third party same sex here. Woo, baby! And this person is over there, and they're sick, and they are bullying. Okay. Oh yeah, they was waiting for somebody to come to their foundation, come to their home. Okay. Somebody here has been real sneaky. Uh-huh. She don't know that you can recognize her with Scorpio being your South Node. She don't realize that. You can recognize that. Honey, this person's spying, gossiping, watching, sending messages to everybody. Okay, they're like, oh no, this motherfucker didn't just ghost me. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I'm gonna go tell such and such. Everybody finna get together. Y'all, okay, I ain't even put the weekend messages out, but it's some shit about to hit the fan over the weekend. Actually, for the rest of the time of June, somebody's secrets is coming out here because they've been trying to slide away from this situation quietly. Somebody ain't letting somebody leave quietly. Okay. Um, Somebody could have been on the game. They could have met somebody with the GTA 6. Thank you. Look, thank you, Troll. You just gave me a message. Somebody could have been talking to somebody on the game. Okay. And they told them they was going to link up with them and this, and this. Okay. Also, just masculine, feminine energy. Yeah, somebody could have met somebody online and they're like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm getting ready to go. Like, I'm going to meet you. Woo, to woo. And then now somebody's ghosted somebody and won't talk to them. Okay. Tell me what else is going on here. Online dating. Okay. King of Swords. Carrying burdens. Somebody could have gotten this King of Swords on somebody and was like, hell no, nah, listen now. I ain't finna do this. Yeah, this opportunist here, somebody is was cold-hearted and got left in the cold. I'm telling you. Whoever this is. Alright, what's going on here, Spirit, with this energy? Yeah, there could have been a fight. Somebody was doing some kind of love work on somebody as well. Somebody could have been doing some chaos magic and trying to get in the chariot and leave. But something got stopped here. Okay. I heard surprise, surprise, some endings. Also, Divine Feminine, you watch this woman in the back here. She's very obsessed. She's looking up and she's mesmerized about you walking through and getting your victory. Okay. Somebody's very obsessed with you and they can't stop obsessing. Okay. Because you're being celebrated or you're celebrating yourself. Okay. With this lovers here. And she got 7 options and don't know none of them want her either. Chad, I can't make this shit up. Okay, what else is going on here? Yeah, somebody don't want to 5 of Swords this. Thank you, baby. I appreciate the $10. Thank you so much. Do you want to do two questions, sis? Okay. I got you, boo. Guys, I'm open for personal readings and Reiki sessions as well if y'all need one over the weekend. I heard yes more than she knows. They're digging into some things. Spirit saying she put her foot in her mouth doing certain things here, trying to get in you and your ex-husband's business with the kids. Okay? And you know, I told you, your ex-husband don't trust this woman. He don't. He's like, something about her. Okay? Does not trust her at all. And like I was saying, like something about her behavior and then with all these emotions and stuff, yeah. Insurance fraud. Why do I feel like that's how he's going to respond to this? Like, devastated. What you mean, insurance fraud? Like, hold on. Gotcha. I know that, whenever they do things like with the whole insurance with court and stuff, they'll probably get him for contempt. But I don't know about like fraud and stuff. But I know he will get like punished for that. Um, why do I feel like that insurance fraud is tied to something else and it ain't got nothing to do with you and your kids? It's got something to do with her. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, they can hold him in contempt of court and then he'll just have to get the insurance. But I feel like there's something else over here that ain't got. See, I feel like the situation with him and this woman done got really deep and something is not right here. Confirmation my pen just fell. Because she wrote a check her ass can't cash. Can't catch. Okay, so. Whoo, child, listen now. Tell me about this woman here, Spirit. Yeah, she made some kind of investment. King of Pentacles. She's very cold hearted, immature. Her emotions are all over the place. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. She's not getting what she thought she was going to get. She can't keep attacking you because you know how to protect yourself. You're not blinded from her bullshit here. Okay? And a lot of corruption. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Uh huh. Did she unalive somebody for an insurance policy in her 20s? Okay. That would make sense then. Why do I feel like he started doing some digging, and you probably told him some things like, she's got a background of, committing fraud and stuff like this. He got to digging or has somebody else to digging, and he's sitting over here and he's like, I didn't I didn't know what was going on here. Like, hold on. And it's like he's coming up out of all this work that she put on him, all this confusion, and like she's all emotional and like she don't know what to do because near year 9 a lot of people's spell work is backfiring on them really really bad. And it's like everything that they was doing over here and sending to the collective, it's boomeranging back. But it's like, how long have they been doing this? Right? So you look, okay, y'all been split up, 10 years, 20 years, right? So if somebody's been attacking you for the last 20 years, that's 20 years of spell work and karma just rolling back. And it's hitting everybody all at the same time, right? And it's like their health, their business, things like this, their family. It's like all their karma is smacking them so hard, right? 9 years ago, we divorced. You see what I'm saying? This is year 9. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, sir, whatever you was doing in them 9 years, and now you're waking up, you're gonna get karma for that, right? See, that's what I'm saying. Listen now. Look at all them nines. 9 years, been divorced, life path 9. Okay. Also, people don't tell you about life path 9s. Y'all are master manifestors. And see, you've been manifesting for justice to come, and then here goes justice coming in year 9, and you like, whoa, hold on. I did not expect justice to smack so hard like this, right? But y'all, that's what's happening here. Justice is coming in and smack and man, WW2, okay, on some motherfuckers. They over here and they don't know what to do, okay? And see, year 10 is Capricorn, which is what we're stepping into in 6 months. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Auntie Kim, how you feel about them getting the news about having to go in? You okay over there? I was talking to Babe last night about you. I said I need to call and check on Auntie Kim and see how she's doing. Y'all, it's getting, listen now. I need y'all to pay attention. It's getting serious. Okay? Like, it's this right here, what you're seeing, this ain't for play fight. You're watching spiritual warfare happen for real on the physical. Okay? That's why I said the beloved ancestors is on the ground. And ain't nobody paying attention to that. And you're watching all of this stuff go on. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So all my mothers and fathers out there, you got your kids in the service, or if you are in the service, okay, I want to say this: God gonna bring them back. You don't have to worry, okay? God's watching closely as to what's happening here, okay? And it's it's just time for us to stand all the way up. And some of our children, nieces, nephews, cousins, uncles, mama, daddies, are being put on that gun line. They was past that torch. This is what we mean by getting on the front line. Okay. That's why some of these people was called to go and stand that front line. Okay. The wounded warriors, the light workers. Okay. The all my people. That's why we supposed to come to the front line, because all of us are helping fight different battles that's happening right now, right? We all have an assignment, and I need y'all to pay attention. All this distractions out here is keeping you from your assignment and where you're supposed to be standing. And that's the thing, like, we've been in training for this. But how many people don't pulled out and don't went back to the South Node because they ain't ready to stand in that position, right? Y'all pay attention now. This is why your healing is so important. Because whenever it's time to go to the front line, you can't be having all these emotions and getting all in your feelings and getting angry because things ain't going your way. Because we all got to come together and figure this shit out together. Okay? Not just these few people can figure it out. We all need to do this as a unit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shoot, we got to figure this together as a unit. What can we do? How can we all come together to make all of this happen? You know what I'm saying? But for the people that has literally been sitting and, you know what I'm saying? Like, worried about this, worried about the distractions, worried about that, worried. Now, y'all, we're sitting in a very imbalanced time in the world. Like, while you over here fighting about this, you ain't even looking at this. I need you to write a release letter. And I need you to cry. And then I need you to let it go. Okay? Because at the end of the day, love, let me tell you something. You can't change what they doing to you. You can't change it. You can't go back and twist the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a representation of who their character is, not yours. You know what I'm saying? And some of these people so blinded by the darkness that they walk in, they don't even see that that they even have a problem. Because some people think that this is normal, what they've been doing, and then you shine that light and you like, nah, that shit ain't normal. You know, that's this kind of abuse here, and you underline it and they're like, hold on. See, this is the thing about the narcissists out here. Monitoring spirits. They want to monitor your light. This, you see what I'm saying? This fly been monitoring the light. But see, look, that's where you need to heal them emotions. We got this new moon in Cancer coming in too. And Jupiter is in Cancer. Cancer is the mother zodiac, but that's also the past. Cancer represents the past. So, listen, it's like this. Write down everything that happened to you in your past and say, you know what? I want to release this energy from my physical vessel because it's built up trauma. Because you sit here and you carry this and carry this and carry this. Release that shit. Okay? And anytime you start feeling that anxiety, go outside. Go ground yourself. Go find a healthy habit to start doing, like yoga. Go sign up for Planet Fitness. You know what I'm saying? Start eating high vibrational foods too as well. Because everything that you tell yourself, like right here, when you wake up, okay, every single morning, there is this part of your brain right here. You tell your brain that you're going to have a good day. Your body's going to react to that. But if you tell your body that you're going to have a bad day and you feel so sick and this is not going to work out and that's not going to work out and blah, 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 that's the kind of day you're going to have. You got to be careful not only what you feed yourself physically, but you got to be careful what you feed yourself and how you talk to yourself. Because, see, apparently you've had people plant bad seeds your whole life within you. Oh, you ain't shit. You ain't never going to do this. You ain't never going to do that. You ain't... Baby, listen, that's a representation of their own life. Okay? It ain't about where you come from. It's about where you headed. A lot of us come from the trenches. A lot of us come from different backgrounds. But just because we come from that background don't mean that we got to stay in that kind of life, right? That's what this journey's about. It's about self-reflection. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But you can't let what's going on around you affect what you're trying to heal within you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not justifying anybody's behavior. And I always have to say that because people's like, VG, all she talks about is forgiveness and letting go. Forgiveness and letting go. Because that's you freeing your damn self. Okay, listen, that's why I always talk about it. Because guess what? I used to be just like y'all. I would be mad and angry and holding grudges and, you know what I'm saying? Heart closed off, struggling, health over here, taking 25 prescriptions, didn't know which way to turn, always having to have a drink, always having to pop a bill, popping a pill and calling a dope man just to be over here, just to be able to manage my own fucking emotions. When the whole time, if I would have just released, let go, then I'm releasing and I'm letting go of all them bad coping mechanisms as well. So now I sit here and I said in a certain type of peace that can't nobody come in my bubble and fuck with. I don't care if I love you, if I'm in a relationship, if I got children. I don't care what's attached to that. I have a boundary. When you can't get through that boundary, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, no, no, no. No, no. Thank you, babies. We not playing those type of games. Cause see now I done went in and done a whole reprogramming. First of all, that problem is your problem, not mine. You see what I'm saying? First of all, that is your trauma, not mine. I don't know what to tell you, baby. You got to go fix that. You can't put that off on me. And sometimes people don't understand, like sometimes you just need somebody to sit with you. You know, you don't need their advice. You don't need anything. Sometimes you just need somebody to hold your hand or just hold you, right? Give you a hug, right? And it's like, that's all. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, then you start looking at things in a different perspective and it gets easier. Because if I walk around and I'm so angry, um, at what everybody doing to me instead of learning the lesson, I missed it. Whole because I'm sitting here angry and I'm mad. Not God didn't make you go through this, okay? This wasn't to hurt you. Like, sometimes you gotta stop that boat or that train and you gotta let motherfuckers off. Cause sometimes they will be sabotaging you so fucking much over here, and then you be like, why did I let you stay? Because you still didn't learn the lesson. That's why you let somebody stay. Because there was still a part of you that felt like that you needed that. See what I'm saying? You got this, baby. Listen now. You got this. We all on a different part of the journey. You just got some of us that are a little more seasoned. You know, we're a lot older. You know, sometimes you need to stop and talk to an elder. You know, a lot of people be like, the elders just mean. No, they not. No, they're not. They ain't mean. You just got them fucked up. That's all. Cause you're not bringing Tom, Dick, and Harry over here to my home that I have done built for 50 something years, and think you gonna hang out on my porch and just chill and drink Coke 45. You gonna get your ass on down the street somewhere. This ain't your hangout spot. You see what I'm saying? And they be like, oh yeah, Mr. Jim down there, he won't let nobody come in his yard because he paid for that yard. And you have no respect for what he paid for. And you want to bring your raggedy ass on over here on his yard and you want to do some shit, and then he gonna have to answer to the city for what the fuck you doing. Now he ain't not answering for it. He's not taking accountability for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, listen, you know, sometimes, see, that's why you got to take your emotions out of the situation. Because it's like this. You got to be the one. That's why the torch got passed down to you. If you the one handling probate court, there's a reason that your daddy handed you that torch, because he knows that mentally you're gonna walk in there in that Queen of Swords energy. You're gonna be able to make the right decision, and you cannot have no feelings with this. You're splitting the assets up. You're doing this. That's the reason everything was handed down to you, because you know what needs to be done. Okay. There's a reason. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like the fact that's like you can't give somebody a message they ain't ready for it. And sometimes, okay, I'll use myself for example. I can give the message, but that motherfucker on the other side of that screen hates me. And they will not take that. They won't heed that warning. They'll just walk right on. They're like, oh, we don't like that bitch anyways. She don't know what she's talking about. And then boom, they run right into a tower because they don't like the messenger. I'm not here to be liked. I'm just here to listen. I work for the divine. Like the divine pays me. Okay. So what you want me to do? When I'm called to give the message, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Don't take it personal if it ain't yours. Don't be trying to make it fit. Whatever. Because sometimes I give 15, 20 messages in one whole video. You know what I'm saying? The first 10 minutes might be yours. And it's like, okay, VG, that wasn't for me. Let me go on and go. You know what I'm saying? You just got so many people that walk around here in La La Land. They're just like, oh, do 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 do. Hey, are you paying attention to what's going on? No, they're not. Well, don't worry about it. Listen now. Don't let that get you in your feelings. Cause you know what? They better be thankful that your ass was there to take care of them and wipe their ass and feed them and make sure that they had what they needed. Cause you could have just walked the fuck off and said fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Go take them to the nursing home. Hey, excuse me. Yeah, can you come get them? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're gonna need two ambulances. Yep. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Some people get done like that. Like you go talk to a CNA or a home health care worker that works in a nursing home. They'll tell you that kids go shove them in there and don't ever come back. You know who their family becomes? That CNA or that LPN or that health home care sitter. Literally. Because they done crossed so many lines with their kids and they like, you know what? I'm not doing this with you. That's why some of them people be sitting in there in them homes by themselves and they don't tell you what they did. They gon' you know what I'm saying? Shit, they kids done had enough. They like, I ain't doing this. And then some of them, bless their heart, they get shoved in there because their family don't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, everybody's situation is different, right? That's why I be sitting here saying, why we can't judge somebody's decisions. You can't judge somebody's decisions. Because how far is somebody pushed in a situation with family, lover, or friends? How far do you think you're going to keep pushing a motherfucker until they be like, Jesus, listen, take the wheel. And it's like, listen, God, okay? Today we're gonna have a conversation, okay? Listen, if you don't take a hold of this situation, I am about to snap, okay? So listen, can we get on top of this? Can you put this on your top of the to-do list today? Because I'm about to fucking snap. And this is year 9 for you. Everybody's snapping and they're like, because they're doing. So the only thing that I can tell people, if you've done the collective dirty, you need to be careful how you walking around people, acting like that everything is cool and everybody gonna let everything slide because the collective is not. What did I say? Folks is getting their pink slip and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to hear your poor pitiful story about why you got your pink slip because you have done something and somebody's identified a cycle, a pattern here with you to where they're done. You see what I'm saying? And collective, they ain't used to seeing this side of you. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know how many situations happen like that? How many kids has been kicked out because the step parent comes in and does shit and tries to have control and doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then when we try to come in and do some shit, they're like, oh, no, no, mm-mm. They get mad that when you have to step in, it is what it is. That's how it is. Yeah, I have these conversations with God for about like 4 or 5 times a day. Listen, me and God, I talk to God more than I talk to humans. Okay, listen, listen. I'm like, God, why not today? No, I'm not. I'm gonna sit out here by this tree, and I'm just gonna relax. Okay, I'm gonna drink me 3 cups of coffee and smoke me a couple Newports and just I'm gonna breathe. Okay. Like I'm just gonna, God, I'm gonna give this to you because if I don't give this to you, then I'm gonna be on Channel 5 News, okay? And they're gonna be taking me away in handcuffs, and what's the point, okay? Because I got too much to fucking lose. That's the point. I got too much to lose. I have done so much healing and gotten myself together. Fuck it. If they mad, they gonna be mad. If they're offended, they're gonna. Some people find reasons to be mad at you and to hate you and to be offended. They find a reason. They don't understand all this pain that you've been through. Created character where you knew how to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever lived in a house where somebody didn't want you there? I did whenever I was a child. Moved out at the age of 16. You know what I'm saying? How do you even gather that kind of abuse and anger that somebody does not want you in the house and you just have to leave and you're a child. You have to go because it's like they don't even want me here. Like finding every bitch. I mean, bitch, you breathe the wrong way. That's how it was in the household. Oh, you didn't change the shit. It's like, mommy dearest. It's the wire anger. What are you doing? It's like, bitch, you need to go sit down and have a drink. What is wrong with you? Like, okay, it's a crumb on the fucking counter. What about it? You see what I'm saying? Oh, they're crazy, right? And then you've been doing this since you was young. So you just moved. You just left like I did. So you never really had a mother's love. So then you become a mom and you're like, okay, I got to protect my kids. I got to make sure that they don't get treated like this. Then they suck the kids into it. And then you're like, okay, God, we got to have a talk. Okay. When are you going to wrap this cycle over here? Okay. Because now this is worked from my childhood to my kids' childhood. And we got to do something here. Okay. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's cycles and cycles and cycles of this bullshit. And it's like, man, hey, collective, I can feel y'all's energy. Why you think y'all haven't seen me a whole lot today? Okay, listen, the past couple of days, I've been giving you a little bit of content and I've been backing out, okay? Because I can feel the energy. I can feel y'all on the borderline like you just, you know what I'm saying? You like this. VG, hold on. Now, VG, listen, I'm about to hit this bitch. Okay, now, I need, I need y'all to keep your hands and feet in the ride. Okay, I know everybody in this energy of, you know what I'm saying? Man, they finna feel this, but at the same time, for what though? Cause see, that's what somebody wants. They're begging for you to hit them in the mouth. They're begging for you to snap. They're begging for you to do something so they can run off and play victim. Oh, you don't understand. They kicked me out. I don't know what to do. Come again. You didn't tell them how you was the monster in silent, but now you're the victim in public. Oh my gosh. Shut your ass up. Collector, that's why we get the bad rep, because we stand on business. Now people starting to understand why we had to stand on business with these wolf and sheep clothing, because we called their ass out. You know what I'm saying? See, they will put you in an aggressive energy where you ready to look collective. I'm gonna say 100% of us come from Slapaho tribe. How many of y'all have had to anger management? Woosah. Because you over here, you like, you know what I'm saying? I like, that's all I gotta do is just pull up and punch you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta do. But then your punk ass gonna call the police on me. That's what you want. You want to put a report out on me. You want to act like you're so scared of me, but you don't tell everybody what you're doing in private to me by picking and always doing something but all of a sudden you're the victim. Oh my God. Shut your ass up. Then when you start ignoring them, now you done cut off the emotions. Collective. Now they sitting over here and they're pissed off. Now they making, now they trying to come up with another plan. They're like, okay, I couldn't piss them off that way. Okay, I'm gonna come up with something else. Yeah, I gotta come up with something else because that didn't work. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's like, is this what y'all do? You spend your whole days trying to just figure out how you can destroy somebody? Like, because see, while they trying to destroy you, you just keep moving forward. You're over here and you're like, well, fuck it then. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we finna go out and smoke. Okay, I'm finna go have a cigarette. Okay, be in your emotions. I don't give a fuck. Like, listen, now people are being exposed for this shit, and it's like, well, that's your problem because you was going around here doing shit and playing with people. Everybody ain't finna play that game with you. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I seen the situation, and I ain't justifying people's actions, but some of these people be putting themselves in situations, and you don't know where somebody's head is. When you playing with their money, you playing with their kids, you playing with their house, you playing with shit. You don't know where somebody's head's at. Like, and then y'all, everybody just be trying to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and then it's like, oh, did you hear what happened to them? Yeah, I did. Yeah. They kind of walked themselves into that. I'm just saying. Some of these people walk themselves in certain situations. Okay? Not justifying people's behavior. But you want to keep picking and picking and picking and picking and picking and poking and poking and poking. You need to get to know that bear that you keep picking and poking at. Cause that motherfucker's gonna come maul you, and whenever that's like backing a possum in the corner. He gonna attack the shit out of you. Have you ever seen a possum's claws? He's going to eat you. That's all I'm saying. That's why collective we had to get out of that type of energy because motherfuckers know if they keep pushing us in the corner, child, listen, they ain't gonna like the outcome of a situation. Okay, all right, y'all. Come on, we're gonna go outside. Y'all, what's up? I need y'all to come on through. Come on through for your girl. Okay. Mini reads, 2 questions for $10. Yeah, all that. Come on. Or you can just book a whole damn session with your girl. I am open and booking all weekend long. And next week and the week after that and the next year after that. You hear me? Come on through. Okay, y'all, hold on. I had to get my other device. Y'all, it's so beautiful, but it's a little, the heat is letting up a little bit out here. Oh, there's a tower. Ah, okay. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back, okay? No, I'm actually from Tennessee. Yeah, sometimes y'all, you gotta laugh at these people. This is the energy right now, and it's like, collective, baby. Listen, y'all done too much healing to don't to crash out, because these people want you to crash out, okay? And let them crash out. That's their job. Let them be the crash outs, right? Yeah, I'm telling y'all. Listen now. I've lived in places and homes and dealt with people, and you know that they don't want you there, they don't want you to have something. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I have lived in this moments, and that's why it's like, nah, I created my own damn space. You know what I'm saying? That's why divine feminine has been pushing her masculine energy, or divine masculine. That's why you see so many people out here that live alone by themselves, or they go and make their own family and they don't let their families get involved. That's why, y'all, it ain't people being selfish. It's people holding a space for what they're building, right? Because that's what you got to do. Have you ever had that meddling ass family, that aunt or that sister? She'll be like, "But how's things going?" And you're like, "It's good." No, they want to hear how you and your partner got to fighting, y'all got to scrapping, things is bad, the kids doing bad in school. So then they can go on the internet and then they can talk about you and say, yeah, they're just, this, and now it's so bad over there. We're probably gonna have to send somebody over there. Blah. That is somebody coming in to gather information to take it back over here. I don't give a fuck if you and your partner hadn't spoken 3 days and that person slept on one side of the house and you slept on the other. You shut your fucking mouth and don't go leaking your business out to everybody else. Okay? You're gonna appreciate. At least you'll come back and be like, in a week, VG, you was right. I should have never told such and such, because now they're over here, and y'all see what I'm saying? Everybody don't need to know what's going on in your personal life, maybe even at work, maybe at home, maybe between, you and a best friend. Because, y'all, these people are looking to rip everything apart, right? Yeah. And y'all, it's sickening. It's sickening how it's like they wait for it. Like, one of my homegirls, she posted a thing. She was like, "Hey, y'all out here blah 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 talking about men and cheating and doing something and da 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 da." Then, like, she rolled back with a post. She said, "Oh," she said, "y'all dumb bitches thought I was talking about my man." She said, "Nah, we good." She said that I was talking about just in general. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because you can go make a general post, and somebody's gonna think that you're talking about your situation. Whole time it was just a general post. But can I tell y'all something? I like to do that because I like to get people, the spectators out there. Okay, I want to show y'all something. Excuse me. Love Shine, it's at Vision Goddess 1983. It's down in the description box for my PayPal. Thank you, baby. I want to show y'all something I posted on my Facebook, okay? And now I know that my spectators is sitting back and they're like, "Oh my God, I knew it! I knew it!" Like, today, on Friday, I am the topic of discussion because of what I posted. Right? I'm gonna show y'all something. See, sometimes I do shit on purpose just to see, who's been watching. Confirmation. And I just be laughing because I'm like, yep, y'all be looking for it. Y'all be waiting for it. Y'all be waiting for a motherfucker to be getting into a fight and, everything, this, and this, right? And he'd be like, what is going on? Like, I wish everybody would have a happy home. And find here it is right here. Okay. He said, if the person that you sleep with, he said, I don't do business with men that Hold on, y'all.
Cheat on their wives. And it's with men that cheat on their wives. And I say, huh? He said, if the person that you sleep with can't trust you, I damn sure can't. And I never thought about that. My mentor taught me something, bro. I'm serious, bro. I never thought about this in my life, bro. He said, I don't do business with men that cheat on their wives. And I say, huh? He said, if the person that you sleep with can't trust you, I damn sure can't.
Now, there was probably the spectators
And
out
I
there,
never thought of
right, that thought I was talking about my husband cheating, right? Whole time, that was a message for somebody else. You're doing business with somebody that cheats on their spouse. That could be masculine or feminine energy we're talking about here, right? But that was on my spirit to post for somebody. Because if you got to think, if they will cheat on the person that they lay next to and lie, how you think they're going to do in business? Now, I need people, divine feminine, why don't you do business with everybody? Oh, okay. Now, you see how that's got you thinking now? Like, confirmation. Thank you, babies. That's what I'm saying. For my divine feminines out here, we know. We know. If you are laying with somebody and they will cheat on you and lie and deceive, what you think they gonna do whenever it comes to business? Why you think don't nobody want to support them? Pay attention, classes in motherfucking session. Why does people not want to invest? Why do they? Because you want to know why? Because there's somebody out there that was sitting at that table seeing how foul somebody was. Now, say, okay, now everybody's talking and they seen your partner out doing something. Now I'm going to get some people mad, but it's the truth. Somebody drops in your inbox and says, hey sis, bro, you know, you need to be checking on this or this, okay? You know, I felt some type of way about something, like, and I caught myself just wanting to give you a message. All of a sudden, you a hater, you jealous, you this, you that. Can I tell you something? Sometimes you need to get out your fucking feelings. You need to listen to them people. Because this could be about a family member. This could be about a partnership. This could be about a friend. You need to stop taking shit personal and start listening to the fucking message before you get your ass burned. Because why don't they want to work with them? Why don't they want them to be sitting at their table? You see what I'm saying? If they homies ain't investing in them, if they family ain't investing in them, what's going on? Yes, ma'am. What's your two questions? That could be answering one of your questions. I'm gonna be honest, cause you over here and you like VG shit. See, you see what I'm saying? But just put it where it belongs for you. It don't have to be a partner. Is it a friend? Is it a family member? Is it somebody you know that you know? Whatever the case may be, and you know, working with business, whatever. And I posted that earlier, and I was like, man, that's some real shit. Like, no, it's all good, sis. Tell me what your questions are. Sorry. But I wanted to just give y'all a. You can't take everything that you see on the internet that's somebody's situation. Because just like my homegirl was speaking on some shit. You know, my homegirl was speaking on some shit. She was like, how do you go out and cheat on somebody who has your back? Like, how do you do that? That helped you elevate, and you go out and you dog them in front, and you out here embarrassing them. Whole time they thought that she was talking about her man. No, she was talking about shit she was seeing around her. You see what I'm saying? Yep. All right, let's see what you got coming in love, sis. Nine of Swords. Somebody sneaking away from something. They could be sneaking away from a situation like this. Okay? And they just over here and they looking at some shit and they like, hey, you know what? I can't even do this. Baby, you can't let the looks fool you, okay? Tell me about this Nine of Swords energy. A lot of people is coming up out of relationships, situationships. This person, y'all probably gonna start off as friends. I'm gonna be honest, because this person got some trust issues and just like want to take things slow, okay? Which is a good thing. You don't want to move too fast because somebody here was being breadcrumb night, and actually they wasn't getting nothing from a situation. You see what I'm saying? They was constantly being just, I mean, they was the giver. That's what this is. You're gonna meet somebody that's a giver like yourself. It's gonna be an equal give and take. Now this person has woke to this. They know that they ain't getting no victory, and they feel like the wounded warrior. This could be somebody's a business owner too. Okay, and now somebody's just focused on work and focused on their money because they found out somebody here was keeping their options open. This, you know what I feel like, whoever this person is for you, this is like somebody here that was in somebody's phone is like Pizza Hut. They only had people hitting them up whenever they needed something. Oh yeah, come and see me, but then she sets her phone down and his name is under Pizza Hut type shit. Let me tell you something. These men and women is getting tired of being the support for people that don't give a fuck, don't give shit two shits about them. This person is manifesting the divine feminine. How many social media websites are you on? Because I feel like this person watches you on your social media. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, things like that. Yeah. This person sees that you're the high priestess, you speak your truth, and you ain't letting people enter your world and play with you. Whoever this person is. This person sees you ain't a go digger, you're a go getter. And they also see that you let your past go. You're just living your best life, doing what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And he's got bitches monitoring him like crazy because he was always the giver, like always giving, giving, giving. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised if somebody drops you a DM. He sees you're in this Queen of Cups energy. You're very loving, kind, okay, compassionate. Uh-huh. Right. And see, that's something else that person notices too. You don't post all your business online like that. That's what I was talking about making posts, right? Like I did earlier today. That message was for somebody else. They needed that message. See, my social media is for inspiration. It's not my diary for my own life. My misery don't like company. I'm not gonna go on there and make a post 3 pages long about some shit I got going on in my own personal life, because see, now I see that I know people look for that. That's what they look for. So bitch, if I'm having a bad day, I ain't posting shit. I might not, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, okay. Exactly. And then this is where they get their ammunition, and they're like, oh yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. But a grown ass adult's gonna see, okay, I needed to hear that message today. Thank you, VG. Some of y'all come up under there and be like, thank you for the confirmation. Man, I needed to hear that today. Hold on. I wasn't even looking at it like that. Because sometimes that can change people's perspective, right? Of their own situation. Yes. And he was dealing with the devil, which was the third party here. Okay? And he's avoiding the tower right now. And that's the truth. He's over here focused on his money, his wheel of fortune, because he was being used for his money. That's what it is. You're welcome, baby. Yeah, if you would like a reading, just drop your Cash App or PayPal. I got you. And see, that's the thing is, um, that's why like it's hard for you to come and like pick people apart when they're on their spiritual journey, because you have mastered certain things that other people is not ready to look at or touch. Okay. And see, that's the thing is you don't need to feel that way. That's why there's more healing that needs to be taking place here and focusing on yourself, because you are enough. Okay, see, you're not. That's that lack mindset. That's the seeds that somebody else tried to plant with you. Okay, you got to know that you are forced by your motherfucking self. You don't need nobody to validate who you are. Okay, and that's just that on that. Focus on your money and keep on going, okay? And trust me, the right one gonna come in. Cause see, a lot of times you and your partner will have the same kind of trauma. Uh-huh. It's okay. Listen, we all fall short of things. That's why people really, really shock me whenever they think that they gotta have it all together whenever they come into you. Can I tell you something? Ain't nobody gonna have it all together. Shit, you might meet somebody and they got their finances all together and they own all this and they run a business, but they still dealing with a toxic baby's mama or baby's daddy because they have to. Like, okay, you can have it together in this area, and it's just like everybody don't have it all together, and it's like you just got to say, okay, what kind of bullshit am that I can deal with? Are we going to heal and grow together and evolve together, or are we going to keep letting things hold us back? You know what I'm saying? And with you being in the energy of you don't feel like you're enough, okay, well, you're going to attract somebody here that is going to take advantage of you, is going to use you, it's going to play with your feelings and everything else, okay? And you don't want to attract that. Nah, it's okay. That's because your whole life you've been dealing with people and you've given your all, but you feel like you're not enough because you're giving your all to the wrong people. Shit. If what you bringing to the table ain't good enough, baby, listen, tell them to get up. Tell them to go over there to the other table. Shit, where they begging for love and they begging for everything else, baby. I know I'm enough over here. Listen, what did I say the other day? Divine feminine, divine masculine, you are the foundation. You know what you bring to the table. So sit at that motherfucking table like the boss that you are. And if anybody wants to get up, let them get up. Some of them you gonna have to pull the chair out for them and show them the door. Because guess what? They want you to keep doing this and doing this and doing this and trying to prove, trying to do that. Ain't nobody got time to be doing all that. Ain't nobody got time. Shit, my actions is showing a lot way more than my words will ever say. Cause I'm always showing up. I'm always doing the work. I'm always finding a solution. You got people who don't want you to find the solution though. That's what you got to understand. And sometimes they won't tell you this journey gets lonely because now you're looking at, okay, why am I not enough? Is this child abandonment issues? Who didn't show up for me? What's going on in the situation here, right? And it's like, okay, let me go back and reevaluate. That's right. You did. Everybody finds me whenever they're tired. Let me tell you something. And a lot of these people in this chat has got personal readings from me. A lot of these people has gotten over obstacles and delays that they never thought they could get over. And it's simple. because we're done picking this apart. We're seeing it for what it is and seeing people for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. They say the spiritual community is broken. We're all broken. We're all broken. But that broken crayon is still creating. That broken crayon got broken all the way down to this size. But you still over here and you still creating with that brokenness. That's something they can't do. You see what I'm saying? Right. But that's okay. Pull back. See what I'm saying? Pull back. It's that simple. Because a lot of people's going to misunderstand us. You know? Um, and it is what it is. It's okay. And also, you want to get to know how somebody was raised. Was they raised on love, money, survival? What kind of family they come from? What's their background? Stuff like that, right? It's all gonna work out, sis. All that love that you want to pour into somebody else, pour into yourself. Okay? And I promise you, the right one gonna come along. And honey, listen, they may not have it all together, but that's okay. Shit, half the world's been putting on a mask, acting like they showing up and they're so perfect and they got it all together and they got this and they got that. And honey, listen, they be the most broken things and so afraid for people to know. And it's like we can show up as for a long time, but you know what? I couldn't let that brokenness stop me from getting sober and getting myself together, right? And doing what I wanted to do and being myself. If me being myself bothers you, then you probably shouldn't sit at the table with me. If you always take everything that I say personal, you probably shouldn't come over here and watch me because sometimes I'm gonna trigger your ass. I've had people come to me and they cuss the shit out of me. Next day they be like, VG, or they'll send me an email. VG, I just want to apologize because you really had me triggered. That's what I'm supposed to do. Then I ain't doing my job. I work for the divine. I'm supposed to trigger you into healing and looking at those things that you don't want to see. You see what I'm saying? I remember I got triggered too. Shit, but I just didn't say anything. I remember when I first started watching Tarot. I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, let me click off because you know what? I ain't dealing with this. So then I got to sit there thinking about what the person said and stuff like that, right? And I was like, you know what? I do need to fix that about myself. I didn't realize that I do that all the time, right? Because I would be quick to react, make impulsive decisions. So then the next day, the person was on there, and guess what the person said? Yeah, you triggered yesterday, wouldn't you? But you had to go sit with yourself, and you've seen a part of yourself that needed to be fixed, that you need to take accountability for, right? So that's why y'all don't see me taking off on people. You don't see me being all angry and mad and stuff like that. Anger management, right? And it's like, what? White witch, listen, we can fix our hair, we can lose weight, we can go get a whole brand new set of teeth. These people cannot fix their character. And see, that's the thing. It will be the same ones that's got the perfect hair, the perfect teeth, and oh, they just look so good. Child, they are a mess. Because all they worry about is the outside. They ain't worried about the inside. And it's like, oh, okay. So you got your teeth fixed. Oh, you got straight teeth. Oh, you got perfect hair. Oh, you're the perfect size. Okay. So what about your soul? Can you dress your soul up? Because you go over here ripping other people apart about how they look. I'm looking at the soul. I'm looking within the vessel. Like what's that? What's going on? You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy. Right, that's exactly right. But y'all gonna be all right though. Shit, listen now. Since you just keep doing that inner work on yourself, and I promise you, all the inner work that you do, you are gonna attract somebody that is on the same frequency as you. I the other day, I was like, listen, you if be doing that work so you can attract on your frequency. It's gonna happen though. And y'all, sometimes love comes out of nowhere. Sometimes that great career opportunity comes out of nowhere. And you be sitting over here and you're like, damn, VG, I wasn't even ready for that. And then Spirit just drops it in your life and you're like, oh, okay, damn. But then it's time to boots on the ground, get to work. Because it takes two people to make a situation work. You said what now? What do you see coming towards me? I see something. This person is gonna come in and show you this. So it's okay to love again because they've been treated the same way. That's what I see coming in. And see this person right here. They're looking for somebody to love them. That don't need that monetary gain and need this and need that. You see what I'm saying? And I see that this is coming in for you, and this person is seeing how you take care of yourself, do what you need to do. Because can I tell you something? A man don't want his woman all over the line showing her business off. Look, my ear just started ringing. He's looking at this, okay? And he's like, oh, okay. Because you know how to conduct yourself online. You ain't over here showing yourself off and being all acting all, trashy and ghetto and doing this. Can I tell you something? When a person like they don't use their social media for that type of attention, a man is looking at that. Talk to a man, they'll tell you that. Do I got a masculine energy in here? Because I'm telling you, they will tell you that. A woman, the way she presents herself online says a lot about her in her personal life. Okay? Why do you think that they create fake accounts to show divine feminine in a different light? Because on her real account, she don't show herself like that. Yep. You're mirroring back the energy. See what I'm saying? You're gonna be all right, darling. You just keep doing that inner work, and you're gonna attract exactly who you are. You said, has anyone ever told you the full weight of our spiritual debt? No, let's talk about it. Cause I know everybody got their own spiritual debt. Everybody got their own karmic debt that they gotta carry. See, and that could be something else too. You want a soul connection where you can have a conversation with somebody and it's not surface level. You could have Scorpio very highly aspected in your chart because you want a deep connection. You don't want that, oh, babe, let's take a picture and go online and da 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 and let's do this. That's not who you are. You don't need to go and pop out in the world and show everybody what you got and da 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 da. Like that's like no, that's not. No, this is a different person that's coming in. Whoever you're saying, they're too. They're too much in the matrix. They're too worried about what the world thinks. That's good. You said when mankind sinned against God, it separated us from true joy and goodness and love. We were cursed. Okay. So, let me get this straight, Seth. So you're saying that God didn't forgive mankind for what they do? Because if that was the case, then everybody drop dead every single day. You got to make it make sense for me now. See, now I'm about to dig in your brain, because that doesn't make any sense. Because we serve a forgiving God. See, that's what I'm saying. That Scorpio shit. Hey, and let me tell you something about being a Scorpio too. Y'all like to go fix people because you can see the broken pieces in people, and y'all like to go pick them up and touch them and rub them and want to do that. You got to stop that. That brokenness you see in somebody else, that's the brokenness you need to fix in yourself. That's that Scorpio shit, though. I'm telling you. When you got certain Scorpio placements, you be over here trying to fix the shit out of somebody. They don't even see that they need to be fixing, right? See, and also, too, you got to understand, you represent death and transformation. So you go through a death and a transformation every single day. So you wake up different every single day. For my people, they already know. That's why I tell people learn astrology. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey. So, Seth, so what do you got to say about that? Because, listen, if that was the case, at least there wouldn't be nobody left on the planet. That's why we always talk about forgiveness. God forgives us. You probably need to be going having that conversation with them people that goes in that box over there and thinks that they're being forgiven, and they go back and they commit the same sin again because they thought they went in that box and was forgiven. Okay? Well, you know who I'm talking about. Okay? And God gonna make you keep learning that lesson until you get some discipline. Trust me. I know all about that. You got to have some discipline in your life. Because God didn't do it to us. He did it for us. Understand that. Right. It's like you got fake leaders out here that want you to submit to them and bow down to their feet and do this and do that. And it's like, why am I going to submit when you don't even know how to lead? Can we make this make sense? This goes way past a belief system and a religion. This is all about the vessel and how people act and what they're doing. Like, what? Yeah. Foster, I'm not a white woman. Sorry. Got the wrong channel. Confirmation. See? Just because the skin looks a different color, you don't even know who somebody's culture is. You don't even know who they are. Because you got some people that sit in high positions that don't know how to lead, and they're misleading and misguiding and been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Exactly. They like controlling the narrative. They want some kind of control. So they're like, oh, you need to submit. You need to do this. You need to do that. I ain't submitting to shit if you don't know how to lead. Shit. If I always got to stay in my masculine energy, what's the point of me submitting to you? I seen something the other day, y'all. It was a line of Bibles, okay? And y'all just tell me what y'all's thoughts is about, right? What this is. But it says, why does every one of these Bibles got different stories? It's got different storylines. Why can't it just be one? Why has it got to have multiple? At that point, it's confusion. It's confusion. Different storylines, different lies. Then y'all be all confused out here. Y'all don't know what's going on. When everything's been spiritual the whole time. It's been a spiritual warfare the whole time. And now it's manifesting on the physical. And folks is looking and they're like, hold on, what just happened here? Spiritual warfare. You're seeing it in the physical. That's what that is. Spiritual warfare. Okay, babies. See, you might as well just damn got a $22 damn mini read. Exactly. Ooh, honey, listen now. Mm, 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 mm. You're welcome, darling. You're welcome. Thank you so much. It's okay, listen. It's all right. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it. And if y'all see all this falseness and this false programming, we're all having to heal from. Because we all been misguided in so many ways, in so many directions, with so many different people, that it's like, what the fuck just happened here, collective? Yeah, now this shit got you questioning your own sanity. You're like, what the fuck was I living in? Hold on. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's why I tell everybody, go do your studies. Go read. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go learn astrology, numerology. You know what I'm saying? When you watch tarot, don't pay attention to the zodiac signs. Watch the story line, because a lot of times you paying attention to the zodiac signs, and guess what? Everybody got that zodiac sign in the chart, right? And you're sitting here and you're like, that sounds like the story, but that ain't their zodiac. That's why. Because somebody could be operating in that type of energy, right? That's the thing. Knowledge is power. Cutting the grass. Y'all hear him back there? Because see, now things is coming to light. Because now you're getting a better understanding of, okay, man, VG, that resonated. Like, okay, that will get you so confused if you're just paying attention to the zodiac sign, right? Now it ain't no illusion. Now you're coming up out of this Five of Pentacles energy with these false lovers, false masculines wanting to be divine masculines, and you anchoring some shit down because somebody here, you done talk to God about this situation. It ain't nothing to sit and pray and say, God, show me if this person's for me. Now, don't be upset whenever God starts showing you somebody ain't for you. Because he don't like you awakening. You're awakening to his behavior. And the only thing that's holding you back is you. You hear the neighbor cutting the grass, it's time for you to cut that grass. I'm gonna go inside, y'all, so I can hear. And y'all can hear me. Because it's causing distractions, sis. Pay attention. Okay. Because see, you're beneficial. Your energy. Your energy is beneficial to him. He can keep building off of your energy and it's going to keep you stuck and he's going to keep building while he is utilizing everything off of you. Pay attention. You got to be careful with them kind. They'll try to stay tied into you. You got to be careful with spiritual manipulators too. Okay? They will come in and be like, oh, I just want you to heal. But they keep triggering you certain things while you're trying to work on that. So see, you want to use your discernment when it comes to certain things in relationships. If you keep seeing the same red flag, because you see how dude started mowing his grass, okay? See, to me, you know how I took that? He seen I was out here working, so he wanted to be a distraction and go mow his grass. Because everybody in this neighborhood knows what I do for a living, right? But you see me working on my back porch, and you want to come in on the hottest part of the day with your raggedy ass lawnmower that don't work, and look now, he can't even keep it going. He done it the last time. See what I'm saying? And now my dog barking at him. I feel like you're going to leave the situation. I'm going to be honest. I feel like there's going to be something here that is shown to you. And you're about to be like, okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. Okay. Pay attention to them red flags. And of course, whenever you go, he's going to play victim and it was your fault and blah, blah, blah. But how long you been there? How long you been trying to fix the same problem that keeps arising? This is like somebody that will cause a problem, okay, just so they can come in and try to save you. Have you ever been around somebody like that? They'll cause chaos and drama and do this and then rush in and be like, listen, I got you, don't worry. But the whole time they've been throwing the rock and hiding their hand. And they knew what was going on behind the scenes. I don't know why this dude is giving me this type of energy, but yeah. And you know what? I was called to put out a message, and I hadn't done this, but I'm going to do it over the weekend, about living with a warlock. Living in the same house with a warlock can get very, very stressful. Because they will do certain things to keep you in your head. Keep you angry, keep you mad, keep you triggered. Because they've done learned you. Okay? And see, that's how they steal your energy too. Because they try to do a destiny swap. Yeah, with these warlocks out here. And now they upset year 9. Now they getting exposed. Because these want to be emperor, they're in reverse. They don't have the ability to build an empire. Okay? Because they're fake. They're false. They live in a false narrative. You see what I'm saying? I was reading something earlier and it says the narcissist has to have an audience in order to feel like they're being real. That's why they do the smear campaigns and stuff like this and try to make you feel like this and, you know, everything's your fault. Oh my gosh, they didn't do anything. They've always been there. They've done this and they've done that. No. See, baby, listen, that's how they do. They come in and they make you feel like they love you so much. Like over giving. That's what they do. They overgive love to a point where they start smothering you. Okay? And see, what you need to do is sit back and think. Whenever you first met this person, they was overgiving love. Oh, they was there. They was doing this. They was doing that. But then all of a sudden they started pulling back that energy. Now all of a sudden they're cold and they're silent. And then the only time they rush in is when they want to have sex. Because then they need to recharge, right? And then they pull back their energy again. And it's a pull, a push, and a pull. You know what I'm saying? And then after you get done having sex with them, you're over here. Are you feeling sick? Are you feeling drained? How are you feeling? Because sometimes you got to understand sex is it's an energy exchange. So when you have sex with somebody and they grieving or they're depressed or they're going through something, you're going to carry that energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why sometimes a relationship don't need to be based on sex, because if your person is going through something, y'all both need to pull back your energy from each other and you need to figure it out so you can be balanced again. See? And that's not good. You don't want to be needy in love, baby. Love on yourself, okay? Because you will attract emperors in reverse. See, Spirit is trying to walk you away from a Ten of Swords in reverse from this fake ass emperor here. Walk away. Eight of Cups. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Because this person ain't offering nothing. They're stealing from you. And they don't have to be stealing physically, sis. They can be stealing your energy and taking it back to somebody else and you don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like keeping you in this Four of Swords energy, and you're sitting here and you're just like looking at yourself, like making you question your own sanity. Like, what? Listen to how they talk. Watch what they do. Yeah. Then all of a sudden you tell them, hey, I'm going to go over here and start this business. Oh, no, you can't do that. Why are you going to do that for? What's going on? Then they sabotage you. Then they keep sabotaging you. Because that's what they wanted. They wanted that energy to build, and they was going to leave you anyways. What they do is come in to kill the spirit. That's what they do. They come in to break your spirit down so much that you cannot move. You will be sick. It's a soul tie. That's a toxic soul tie, sis. That's what that is. That's a toxic soul tie. And that shit is, it gets you. You're like, man, listen. That's why I said, like, from this time all the way to the end of June, y'all need to be careful about people playing these emotional games. Okay? They know what they're doing. And then look what's going on in the world. Yeah, that's what they'll always say. Oh, I want you to do so good. I want you to do this. But go back and look at the behavior, sis. So look at the cycles and the patterns, right? When you start doing good, how does this person's behavior change? Pay attention. Warlocks are tricky. Let me tell you something. Warlocks are real tricky. And that's the thing, is like, whole time you be laying next to a warlock and not even knowing it. And It's too late after you done got in the bed with one. And you sitting over here, or you're doing business with one. Like, whoa, hold on. Tell me about this energy. Sis, I'm telling you, this motherfucker ain't offering nothing. He ain't offering you a Fruit Loop. But he telling you need to heal. He wants you to heal. The Chariot, it's time to go. Because, see, this is keeping you in a Five of Swords energy, and you're over here and you're questioning yourself. You need to get in this Queen of Swords energy and speak your truth. 10 of Cups in reverse. I can't make this shit up. Karmic family. See, he could be connected to his karmic family, and this energy is coming from there as well. So, see, you got to dig in this energy. You got to see where this energy is coming from. Because a lot of times, let me tell you something, and this is what I've learned on my own path, right? And a lot of other divine feminines can probably contest to what I'm talking about. I have dealt with a warlock and his mama, the warlock and the witch, and she will always protect his behavior, or one of his family members will always justify his behavior. They don't ever they don't ever make this person take accountability for their own actions. They blame everybody else. See what I'm saying? No, you can't hurt a warlock. He don't got no emotions. He don't got no feelings. This is a game to him. That's like trying to hurt a narcissist. They don't have feelings. You can't hurt them. Why do you think they love empaths? Yeah. They love an empath because you feel sorry for them. Because you can see their wounds. And then you're a Scorpio on top of that, so you can see how deep the wounds go. And you feel sorry for them. That's why at some point, you got to put a boundary up on your compassion. And how you feel sorry for somebody. Because, man, listen now. Death and transformation. Because he keeps telling you he wants you to heal and he needs to heal. Do you understand that's why he met you? Because he needs to heal? Okay, child, listen. When you meet a certain person in your life, okay, based off their zodiac sign, let me drop some gems for the collective. You meet a Scorpio, you need to go through a transformation. You meet a Virgo, you need to get some organization, your health in order. You meet a Taurus, you need to be getting your finances in order. You need to be figuring out how you're going to get stable, right? You meet an Aquarius, you need to be focused on your future. You meet a Cancer, there's something here that you need to be clearing up from the past. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you are a Gemini, that's communication. You need to be a better communicator. So once you meet these people and you learn what their zodiac sign is as well, it's telling you what you need to work on within yourself. Of course everybody loves him, sis. Of course. So that's you needing to tap into your spiritual side. Yeah. When you meet a Sagittarius, that's you needing to tap into your spiritual side, because Sagittarius is like the most spiritual one in the deck. Yeah. And see, Sagittariuses are non-committal. Until you meet one that wants to be committed, let me tell you something, they'll drag your ass through the mud and then make you feel like you're crazy as hell. Okay? They'll make you feel like you're crazy as hell. The whole time, you sitting over here and you like, hold on. No, that ain't my problem. Have you ever heard him tell you certain things and you're like, I didn't go through that. That's him projecting his feelings onto you. He needs to go through his transformation. You sure about that? Or is this all the stuff that you just keep telling yourself, right? See, it's Lisa now. I know you're new here, but these are things I need you to sit down and look at. What has this person told you, right? That you need to work on. Okay? And it's like, I didn't ever have that problem. Why I gotta work on that for? Because they're projecting their energy onto you. Projection is something serious right now. You said you'll never date a Libra again. Baby, an unevolved Libra will drive you insane. Yeah, because they're indecisive. They don't know what they want to do. They stay in an indecisive energy, especially whenever they're back and forth from the streets to the, and on the fence and stuff like that. Yeah, unevolved any sign will drive you insane. Yeah. And see, them unevolved Libras don't understand. That's why they get their ass handed to them, because you're supposed to be balancing the scales. You ain't supposed to be out here on no kind of F stuff at all, because Spirit's looking at you and saying, you are justice. What are you doing? So when they do injustice to people, they get instant karma and they don't realize it. That's why I tell people, if you got Libra highly aspected in your chart, okay, you need to be doing the right thing, right? That's like being born in August on the 8th month. That's instant karma. If you are not doing the right thing and you got bad intentions, you get instant karma. Yeah, it'll smack you. And I had to understand that, years back. I'm like, every time that I had bad intentions, I get karma just like that. Well, then when I got my astrology chart read, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I got Libra and Saturn, and then I was born on the 8th month. Yeah, no wonder I'm getting my ass smacked twice. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to get some act right. See, he was a warlock. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Well, you know what, Miss Hollywood TV, you know what I seen the other day? Y'all tell me what your thoughts are. Somebody that has hazel eyes is a warlock. A man that's got hazel eyes, he's a warlock. What y'all's thoughts about that? Because I know whenever I seen that, my nose just started itching like crazy. And I'm like, I didn't know that's another way to recognize a warlock, with the eyes, right? But the eyes, you can see into the soul with the eyes. But it's something about the eyes that's very significant. And maybe that's what the person uses. See what I'm saying? Well, I'm just going to tell you something. You know why he's going to be shocked? Because you figured out what the game was. They think that you're just going to stay because they keep telling you what you need to do. How you going to keep on trying to tell me what I need to do when you ain't even doing your own work? Of course he's telling you he's the best. Sis, he got you wrapped like this right here. What's really going on? Your man is also the King of Wands, is a very promiscuous energy. Yeah. So, and see, that's the thing, is this person, he ain't even come out in that energy. He come out in the Emperor in reverse energy. That's what I'm saying. Somebody ain't got to come in and tell you, yeah, sis, listen. It's a reason you came here today, baby, to VG, okay? Don't be getting finessed out of here. He tried to finesse you out of your panties. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, listen. It's going to happen whenever you wake up. But that's up to you, baby. Listen now, I'm just a reader. King of Wands at the bottom of the motherfucking deck. I cannot make this shit up. He over here turning his back to shit, but he telling you shit that you need to heal from. Listen, I can't make this shit up. Tell me about this King of Wands over here. Champ. The Sun card in reverse because he's hiding his true self. You see how he's got his back to you. Okay, listen. I'm not doing no more. I'm done. I am done. I am done, baby. Listen now. Observe his behavior. Yes. Listen, he could sell you a dream with that mouth. Okay? But what is his actions telling you? What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to pay attention to that. Actions speak louder than words. Seven of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. He ain't getting no messages. He's unhealed. He always searching for something better, but he's telling you how you need to fix yourself. Excuse me, come again? What? This is player energy. That's what this is. Non-committal. Can I tell you something? I got a Sagittarius South Node. Okay? Speaking from experience. I didn't have no love back then. I was non-committal. I didn't care about your feelings. Don't try to come over here falling in love because ain't nobody finna love you. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm a single mama. I got my kids. No, my kids can't see you. No, we're not doing any of this. Okay? And I got my karma because I was like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about the other people's feelings that was coming in, trying to love me and trying to do this and I didn't give a fuck about all that. Because I was in my divine masculine energy on top of that. Because I was in survival mode with my children. So when a man come toward me, I was wounded from the other men that I had been with. I didn't give a fuck about that, right? I was constantly in grind mode. I didn't care. I just wanted to have a good time. And then I was also full-blown in addiction, alcohol, whatever, right? So therefore, I was very, very toxic. I didn't care. And I had to learn about the way I treated people. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't give a fuck about their feelings. And it wasn't good. It was real bad. And I remember after I started recognizing that I got my heart broken by somebody that I truly wanted to be with. But let me tell you what I done. I attracted the same kind of person I was. Whew, let me tell you something. Baby, that broke me. That broke me because for once in my life, I wanted to really settle down and I fell in love with this person. Honey, the whole time this person was running around town, fucking everybody, talking bad about me, all types of shit. And I'm like, it broke me to the point where I didn't want to have sex. I didn't want to talk to no man. I went celibate for 2.5 years. I couldn't do it. Because I gave this person my everything, and this person was setting me up the whole time to even go to prison, sis. You want to talk about karma? Oh, I got it handed to my ass. Because I attracted the same kind of person I was, non-committal, doing whatever. But this person would always go and buy me stuff and introduce me to crystals and talking about healing and talking about this and talking about that. But this person had a real bad drug addiction. You know, that's the only thing that we had in common was we was both addicts. We was both addicts. And we was feeding each other's addiction. So with me being an addict, I attracted an addict who was very, very good at hiding things. This person didn't even have social media, sis. When I would try to post this person on Facebook, oh my gosh, he flipped the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot of skeletons in his closet. Then I met one of his exes. And his ex told me some things about him. And guess what his response was? She's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. She's this. She's that. But then one day, Spirit showed me in my dream about his ex coming to pick him up. Okay? She put a fucking shotgun in his mouth and told him to get in the motherfucking trunk. Okay? In a dream. But his other ex was telling me that like he done some fuck shit in his hometown. He couldn't go back. She kept telling me, don't go back with him. That's why I was saying earlier, when somebody comes to you and they tell you something about a person, some of these people ain't bitter. This what look, and it was so crazy. This woman here, she said, "Shit, I want you. I don't want him." I was like, "What?" She was like, "Shit." She was like, "I'll be with you before I be with him." And I'm like, "Sis, you crazy." She said, "No, I'm just telling you the truth." And she said, "I want to save you from going through what I went through." And I'm like, "Whoa, yeah." But that was his thing. He'd always say she was crazy. No, she wasn't crazy. She was telling me the fucking truth. And I end up finding out the truth. And he ended up telling on himself. And I'm like, yeah. Because there were certain conversations that I caught and I heard. I'm like, yeah, this ain't good. Hey, babies. See what I'm saying? So just... I never thought that person would do that until one day I woke up and my car was parked wrong in my driveway. Honey, I was asleep. He was taking my car. Okay? And he was going doing shit in my car while I was asleep. In the house with both of my children. Yeah. Don't let these people fool you. Then I started watching the mileage on my car. Then the next morning I woke up and I was like, why is my car parked like that? Oh, you done that. I said, motherfucker, no, I didn't. Shit, I come in the house at 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I didn't park my car that close to the trash cans. What are you talking about? Then I started clocking my mileage, and then I go in there, I'm like, who lifted my car? Because my gas hand was here. My mileage is here. See, there's certain things that you got to pay attention to. I'm going to write my mileage down. And if my mileage ain't the right mileage, and I know how many miles it takes to get somewhere and come back, I'm not no idiot. I know you don't went other places. See what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, if you got a case of diabetes like that, don't be riding around in my car. Baby, let me tell you something. All the shit that come out about that person that was, everybody in the town was watching what he was doing while I literally was at home or work or doing something with my kids. Everything. You would not believe the stories. I remember when I got away from him and I had to go back to the town and I had to visit. Everybody was like, Sherry, I'm so happy you got away from him because you don't even know what he was out here doing. Honey, there was 5 bitches in the town that he was fucking. He was fucking 5 bitches in the town. See what I'm saying? And it's like, you know why listen, let me tell you, you know the only reason why everybody liked him? Because he was providing the community. He was serving half of the community. Shh. Here. Shh. Don't say nothing. Here. Shh. Oh, okay. Pay attention now, class in session. When I left, it got real serious. Because everything he tried to project onto me, they found out that it was him. Because I wasn't there, but you still got the same problems. And honey, listen, let me tell you something. He had like 5 bitches after I left him. While I was single and celibate, he done went through like 4 or 5 other women since then. And guess what? They all went to jail together. They all got raided together. They all was on dope together. And each one of these women started having an awakening because guess what? He done me the same way. Then he just moved on to the next one. Do you see what I'm saying? Just moves on to the next one. They don't heal. They go to the next target. Pay attention. Hey, it's some sick, sinister shit out here. And people will do certain things and get themselves in a good position and then walk off and leave you. Honey, whenever I met this man, my life was on track. Okay? As far as like my finances, had a nice home, but I was still dealing with my addiction, but I was still getting in a better place in my life. You see what I'm saying? Uh, but at the same time, it was like I noticed how things started going downhill, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. When you start losing things, when people come around you and get in your life, you got to pay attention because there's some kind of energy that's attached to them or their behavior or something here, right? That's making you lose because your blessings will be blocked and you're trying to figure out why. Okay, well, who arrived in your life? What new job did you get? What friends did you attach yourself to, right? What about what's going on here? You got to evaluate all this and make sure that you're not attached to somebody who's got a cursed destiny. Yeah. So if you're attached to somebody who's got a cursed destiny, oh child, your life will go, I mean, in shambles. You will just be like, what the fuck just happened here? Yeah. Why do you think you see so many people in this Jupiter Wheel of Fortune energy, Six of Cups healing by their damn self? Because they ain't ready to take on other people's karma. This is just like, going out and just having sex with people and doing shit. People ain't doing that no more. People's not doing that anymore because health, for one, your health is at risk when you dealing with somebody's non-committal and cheating and lying. Okay? So it's like, no, listen, when you find that out, that shit damages you. And see, that's the thing is I'm sitting over here and I'm like, okay, you the only person I've been with for like the past 6 years sexually. The same person. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. But the whole time, y'all, this person was in the community painting me like I was some kind of prostitute, some kind of call girl, and doing this and doing that, and talking about I was selling sex online, and they had this whole big old, and I'm like, what? I've been with you the whole time. What do you mean Then when we split up, oh, they really pushed the narrative. And I'm like, no, because these people was projecting this person's energy. You see what I'm saying? Then come to find out, I think him and his boss was having relations. He was in a same-sex relationship with his boss. Because his boss slipped up and said something one day, and I was like, hold on, what? He said, you wasn't saying that when I had you bent over. Shelby. Excuse me? What? Yeah. Because I noticed whenever I come back, the boss was mad. He's like, what are you doing back here? I was like, because this is my house. What do you mean? Like, what am I doing back in my own house? Like, what? And then he made that comment. I'm like, y'all remember how I said sometimes you be thinking that they cheating with a woman, but it's really a man. Let me tell you something about a third party too cheating. It don't have to be with a person. It could be with that karmic family. It could be with a drug. It could be with some kind of addiction they have, right? And you don't know this. He could be addicted to the matrix and the streets. So that the streets is a third party. His karmic family could be a third party. So what type of cheating is he doing? Right? See, a lot of people get that confused. They're like, oh, what do you mean he's not cheating? He could be cheating in other areas. Is he getting dirty money? So he's cheating over here, then brings it back. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention now. Because, baby, sometimes that third party is not another person. It could be a way of their thinking. It could be a way of their behavior. Them sneaking back and forth to the streets. Them sneaking back over that karmic family, dealing with them. Then you're over here and you're fighting with this person because they over here dealing with this third party. But what is the third party? Mm-hmm. Okay. He just sounds oh so perfect. That's right. Sex, alcohol, drugs, gambling, addiction, shopping, going and getting dirty money, being in the streets. It all can be an addiction. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm gonna leave you with this, okay? Pay attention. Yeah. Yep. So yours was a alcoholic, okay? Drugs behind the back, okay, and gambling. I'm telling y'all, you listen. Pay attention. There was a guy I dated, right, back in the day. He'd always come in, his phone was dead, and it was always on silent. Always. I'm like, why is your phone always on silent? Like, what's going on? Can I tell y'all something? What that led to? I took my kids to camp. Come back. I texted him and told him I was back in town. He said, "Don't text me no more. I'm getting married." Skip. What? Huh? Because you know what that silent phone meant? He was already entertaining somebody else. He was already doing something behind my back. And whenever I said something about that silent phone, and the phone always being dead, and this, and this, because I knew his energy was somewhere else. I knew that he was entertaining somebody else, so I brought it up. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. It is what it is. Let me tell you something. Don't nobody have their phone on silent. Don't nobody let their phone go dead no more. That's a lie. People carry their chargers around with them. The only time that you gonna keep your phone like that is when you got something to hide. Pay attention. Cause see, that's what I caught on to. I was like, damn, honey, he got all over the internet. His wedding was all over the internet, everything. I'm sitting here like, what? Yeah. Then this person, quite a few years later, had the audacity to hit me up and say, I miss you. Can we meet up? I really want to see you. We can just sit out in the parking lot. Ain't nobody meeting up with you. Where's your wife at? That's exactly what I asked him. Where's your wife at? Yeah. Guess what? She left him. Now he's over there online begging everybody to be with him. He got his own house, got his own job, got his own car. He got this, he got that. He just needs a woman to love him. Oh, okay. Do you now? Wow. Y'all, I'm telling you, I've seen some shit and I'm like, when I see red flags like that now, I don't even react. I just be chilling. I'll be like, oh, okay. Ooh, you think you getting away with some shit? But you ain't getting away with nothing because spirit is on your ass. For real, for real. Y'all, can I tell y'all that girl done him so dirty? Man, that girl drug him through some things, went and she moved him up there to where he was at, all kind of shit. That's exactly what it is. Because you can feel the outside energy when somebody's doing something. You know something ain't right. But why we going to entertain that, child? Listen, we just going to keep it moving like a motherfucking Cuban. We got to go. No. I'm not finna address that shit. Shit, if somebody got your attention like that, you need to go on over there with them. Same like, that's what I told him. I'm like, oh, okay. He thought I was finna argue with him. Okay, bye. What'd you think this was? First of all, you do not finance me. I live in my own home. I pay my own bills. I am a single mother. I have children I got to take care of. You think that I'm finna come over there and chase you? Child, listen, you don't even bring nothing to the table. Whenever I met you, you didn't even know how to drive. What? I taught you how to drive a damn car. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful because some people just want your resources so you can build them up so they can go build that foundation with somebody else. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow. And y'all, that's what I had to learn about myself. Like, I am so giving and so loving that I need somebody to give that energy back to me because I want to help somebody build. I want them to be great in life, right? But sometimes you can see the potential in somebody else they can't even see in themselves. And you be selling your damn self a dream and your damn self an illusion, and you're sitting here and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Hold on. Hold on. What just happened here, right? Yeah, that part. Yeah. Let me go back to what you said. You said that he opened his own business a year ago. He did it with your energy. Congratulations. He did it with your energy. Can I tell you something? When you figure out what he's been doing and you walk off and leave, that business is gone. It's done. Everything that you have put into him, everything is gonna be done. It's gonna be over. Because you're gonna snatch your energy back. All you gotta do is call your energy back and just watch what happens. That person will melt. They'll start falling apart. Because you didn't know that this person has been utilizing your energy to get what they need and do what they need. And they've been slowly taking your eggs and putting them in their basket. See what I'm saying? That's what I tell y'all. Y'all got to be careful what people doing with your energy and how they using you. Because sometimes they'll rush in and get what they need from you, and then they like I said, go build a new foundation. Y'all, I was knocked off my feet when I got that text message. I was like, what? You said I have nothing to offer. He has everything because he stole your energy to build it. Listen now. You better know it. See, the fact that you even feel like that is a red flag. When you feel like you're being depleted, it's a difference in a situation. Okay? Yeah, he's in her head. Okay, yeah, he deep in your head. You're over here, you're like, I don't have nothing to give. I'm not enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. But he's over there telling you that you need to heal while he's stealing your energy to build a business. Chad, what? No. He got you so damn confused. You don't know if you're going left or right, baby. That's why it's time to cut your grass with these snakes. Look, I can't make this up. As soon as I started doing that reading for you, he started cutting his grass over here. Yeah, you need to cut these snakes out. Yeah. Now he got them wilding spirits on them. Uh-huh. I'm gonna tell you why he started drinking again. Because spirits on his ass. That's why. Because he's over there and he's trying to trick you. And you about to get blessed. Excuse me. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go out here to the back. Cause yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so you got a blessing in disguise. You gotta leave that situation alone though. It's a difference from building with somebody and somebody just taking full advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. He started his business. He started doing this and he started doing that. Well, what have you been doing, right? Like, you see what I'm saying? Have you been utilizing your opportunities and stuff like that? Because a person, okay, you being with somebody, that's going to want to make you elevate. Why can't you elevate? Why is he the only one that's able to elevate? And he's telling you, you need to heal, you need to do this, you need to do that. Whole time he's siphoning your energy. Sis, I gotta make it up. I've been out here 2 hours and 20 minutes. You do all the uplifting. What are you talking about? You doing all the heavy lifting. You're giving him your energy, or you're giving him your time, everything. Tell me what you, in the past 3 years, what have you, excuse me, um, accomplished since you've been with him? I'm gonna smoke while you tell me. Okay. What have you accomplished? Any type of goals since you've been with him in the past 3 years? Hey, babies. No, I'm talking about you. What have you accomplished in the 3 years you've been with him? Did you go to school? Did you get your degree? Uh, what did you do? Did you start a business? Did you stop a toxic trait of your own? What have you done for yourself in the 3 years y'all been together? Because when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to both be evolving. You're both supposed to be evolving. So what's happening here? Are y'all building together, or is he the only one? 222 on the clock. I can't make this shit up. Or is he the only one that's building, and you're going under? There it is. There it is. You just answered your own question. Because why haven't you been able to evolve? Because he been stealing your energy so he could. Or did you stop loving yourself once you got with him? Because you were so worried about fixing him that you forgot about you. See, there's a lesson in this, right? Because I'm going to tell you something about VG. I am a whole married woman. But at the end of the day, I always put my mental health first. I always make sure that I got me, even though I got a husband. Because I don't forget about me, right? Because in the past, that's what I always done. I'd always give to my partner and be left depleted. I don't do that now. But I also don't project it on to my husband, right? I don't do that. When I'm having a bad day, I just go in there and get in the bathtub and I just do what I need to do and I deal with it. I start loving on me because that day I need to love myself. No, I'm not in South Carolina. Right. So you helped him see the error of his ways. But in the process, you lost yourself. You see? Yeah, I'm sure, Dee Dee. Why wouldn't I be sure? Hell yeah. I'm down here in Tennessee. What you mean, South Carolina? No, I don't live in South Carolina. Are you sure? Well, hell yeah, I know where the fuck I'm at. Uh, are you wanting to do a private one, sis? No, it's not either. South Carolina is not Tennessee. Sorry for you. See what I'm saying? If we're doing a private, 30 minutes is 55, an hour is 100. Um, if you want to do a mini read, it's 22.22 on here, baby. Hey, babies. What's up, Nancy? Yeah, Miss Hollywood, I got you, boo. You got to pour some love into you, baby. Listen now. Shit. You can't be over here trying to make some. Let me tell you something. If they want to do it, they're going to do it. Regardless of whatever you got to say. You know, that's, yeah. I'm good, baby. It's like you're scared to step out and be your true self. You got to step out of that comfort zone. My Cash App's money sign vision goddess, baby. You got to love on yourself, okay? Look, you said that you're in South Carolina. That's some weird energy down there. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been to South Carolina before. It's some weird energy, and North Carolina. I was watching something on Dateline about South Carolina. That's what I say about people. You can't pour from an empty cup. Yes, ma'am. You got to yeah, it's something serious. You got to pour into yourself too, and see the type of work that I do. You thought I was from South Carolina, yeah, because the southern bill in me, yeah. But we sometimes, that's why like I have to take. That's why like sometimes I won't post so much content because like today I done a personal reading, so I put out some readings, right? Too. Then I had to do that personal reading, and had to take me a spiritual bath, right? Had to get myself together. Had to take a nap because that's me showing myself self love. Because of the type of job I do, I pour into everybody, so I got to pour back into myself, right? And I got to have that rest, and I got to love on me, right? And I had to. It's like that balance between work and myself. You know what I'm saying? In my home life, I always have to give myself that love back and take care of me. Because if I don't, then I'm going to be so damn depleted and drained, I ain't going to be able to help a soul. But for so long, I was that giver. I would give to his, mine, theirs, and ours, and do this and do that. So now that I'm more tapped in, I have learned like being an empath, a lot of it's not my energy, it's other people's energy. So I got to wash it off of me. I got to cleanse. I got to get out in the sun, get out in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what I need to do. Because I'm an empath, so I'm taking up on everybody. I'm picking up on everybody's energy. That's why I said whenever I first started this, Chad, I could feel y'all's energy. Y'all like, don't come over here playing with me. I'm not finna play with you. This is not. I'm not fixing to do this with you, because Mars is in Virgo. People are paying attention to patterns and cycles. You know what I'm saying? Okay, babies. Yeah, whenever you're connected to water, yeah, you'll definitely be able to really tap into yourself. See, but that's that Scorpio though. That's where a lot of times you're gonna cleanse your energy. If you start feeling like you can't love yourself, you're feeling people's energy around you. See what I'm saying? Hold on, sis. I gotta go get my card. You said a general reading, right? Hold on 1 second. And see, the fact that you can feel other people's energy, that's important. You gotta go clean yourself. Miss Hollywood, do you know what I'm getting for you? Somebody's upset because you figured out how you had your own identity outside of a relationship. You figured out that you could have your own identity and still be present in a relationship, but you still can be yourself, right? Y'all, that's important in relationships. People lose their self because they think that they have to do this and, you know what I'm saying, and do that. All right, give me a message here for Miss Hollywood. The Empress Ace of Cups. I can't make this up because you stepped in your Empress energy. You said, baby, I'm the Empress. I can be who I want to be. Because guess what? Somebody's going to love you for exactly who you are and not who they're trying to mold you into being, right? Very important. I like, look, you got two good, I mean, that's major arcanas out there, baby. Yeah. This is stepping in that Venusian energy and being that Empress that you are unapologetically, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because you want somebody who is going to watch you and be like, yep, look at babe over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. 9 of Cups. Because you want somebody to come in and match your vision, match your hustle, match, you know, that evolving process, right? And that's what you're attracting into your life is somebody's that's on that emperor um level. And that's really important. It is. This energy today is loving yourself. Yes, it is. Yes, yes. 8 of Swords. Somebody's stuck because you know how to love yourself. Because they're unhealed with childhood wounds. And they wanted to project this onto you. And you're like, nah, hold on. That ain't me. Hold on now. Right? It's like, no. We ain't doing that. Hold on now. The Chariot. I got to move on because now I done woke up. Look, hermit mode. Look, Jupiter. Child, I can't make this up. Then you got the moon in Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer. This all about abundance too as well, y'all. That's another reason why don't let your emotions overtake you, because this here, that stops your money. If you getting emotionally attached to something, figure out why. What's going on? Is it positive emotions or is it negative emotions, right, sis? Because you know that somebody lying. I feel like also too, Hollywood, you got people, they don't like how you respond sometimes because you don't respond. They don't like that. They try to come in, they try to play these type of games, and you just shut it down before it even gets going. And they're pissed at you for this. They are pissed. Because you the wounded warrior. You ain't walking away from your journey. You ain't coming up off of your throne. You just let the tower fall. 2 of Cups in reverse. You let that motherfucker fall. You like, oh, okay. Yeah. Pretty much. Look, Big Daddy Saturn, the world card. Yep. Because he couldn't destiny swap with you. And you know, that's what I've been talking about the past couple days, is like these people trying to destiny swap and they can't. I guess it's still in the refrigerator there. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, the Princess of Cups, he coming in feminine energy too. Oh, I love you. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. A warlock will destiny swap with you. They'll come in and try to kill your spirit. That's what that is. Yeah, you could light one. And see, that's what he tried to do with you, and that's not working. Cause see, you done been in the tarot community too long. Cause we've been teaching people about witches and warlocks. You got dark ones, right? Who do things, and it's like seeing something about the past life could be very significant. This warlock destiny swap with you, yeah, and got a victory over their own foundation. That Hyde energy, Jekyll and Hyde. Telling a lie, telling a lie. Jekyll and Hyde, telling a lie. That's what they do too. For that 9 of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. King of Swords, communication. This person could probably have some legal troubles, okay? Because see, they've been trying to hide behind the scenes, and that's what's going on. Yeah. Making bad investments. That's why he need to destiny swap with you. So he could swap this out, and you could go to prison and he could stay out. See, that's another reason why divine feminine, divine masculine right now, it's important for you to stay in this energy, because you got people over here, they trying to trade prison sentences, okay? Jail, physical jail. They want you to go down for what they've been doing here, confirmation. And child, they watching to try to see if that's what they can do. 7:55 on the clock. Sis, I can't make it up. I cannot make this shit up. That's why Spirit got us in hermit mode, minding our damn business. Yep, and not carrying burdens. You see what I'm saying? 10 of Wands in reverse. And they trying to make us miss the opportunity that was coming in for us, right? Look, it's Friday. It's a time to unwind. Yeah. Yeah. You got to. Not taking fishy offers. People can't move to calmer waters because they trying to breadcrumb everybody and get them involved in some shit here. And you sitting over here, you like, nope, that ain't happening with me. No, 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 Lucy. You say, shit, what am I doing? I'm staying on the right track. Discipline. Because look, seven of swords, nine of swords. I'm telling you, this swords energy. This motherfucker looking back and saying, oh no, hold on. Right. Okay. That's why I tell y'all, listen, if something is off, just go with it. Okay? Just go with it. Like, okay, so let me go run me a bath. Let me go do what I need to do here because I'm just not seeing something correctly. Something ain't right. Let me go cleanse my energy. Maybe I'm overthinking something. Go meditate. Go sit in the grass. Maybe I'm overthinking something, right? Don't make that impulsive move. But you need to go and dig in and figure out what that energy is and what it is that's off, right? And if you need to, like I tell y'all, listen, I go on TikTok before I hit the button. I'm like, Spirit, what's the message? Okay? So then it's like, boom, one of my readers will pop up over there and she's giving me the message that I need, and she's like, your instincts are right, just follow them. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, look, my nose is itching. You get confirmation off the muscle. That's like I said, I talk to God all the time. I'm always in prayer. I'm like, God, what's going on? Why do I feel like this? Then all of a sudden a red cardinal will pull up, a butterfly will pull up, because the world's going through a whole nother transformation right now. We sitting here looking and you're watching everything be dismantled and changed. That's why I was saying today when I done the daily energy check-in, I said, y'all don't let this outside energy of what's going on the outside of us disturb what you've been healing and what you've been working on. Don't let it put you in that type of energy. Okay? So like if you need to pull back and don't watch the news, don't just stay off the internet, whatever the case may be, to help your mental health, I'm telling y'all, it's going to make a big difference. Go out there and get in the pool, get in the sun, go find something to do. You know what I'm saying? Go get in nature, which I know it's hot as hell some places, it's raining some places, the weather's crazy, but try to find something high vibrational and find something productive to do. Read, go, I don't know, shit, go find something, right? So you can pull yourself out of that energy, so you can get your own energy back and call yours back. Okay? But sis, I feel like overall you've been very mature with this situation, and you just, walked off gracefully and stepped into that Venusian Empress energy and loving on yourself. And I need you to stay there, sis. Don't back down. Okay, you already done been through too much here, right? And that's really important. This is a good time to really tap into mastering your craft. If you're writing a book, if you're tapping into like making spiritual items, herbs, medicines, this is going to be a good time to tap into this. Go in your little special room that you got and go crafting. Yeah, I'm telling you, because yeah, that's good for you. Yeah. Mhm. We cannot get involved in something that ain't got nothing to do with us, right? That's really, really important. I keep talking about this every single day. We got to keep our hands and our feet in the ride, and we're just watching. We're not absorbing, we're observing, right? And that's the biggest thing here. You don't want to observe this energy and then you bring it into your own home and you're like, okay, hold on. That's like yesterday whenever my husband was saging and stuff. Y'all, that sage didn't stop burning. It burnt our whole bowl of Palo Santo, sage, incense sticks, everything that was in that bowl. It burnt it all up. And there was a reason for that. You can do a cud cording meditation, okay? and you can pray and ask Archangel Michael to cut them attachments, okay? But you sometimes you got to do the physical cutoff, okay? And that's where people find it really, really hard on this journey, because the physical cutoff is hard, because it's like that energy of comfortable. You're being comfortable. When you're scared, you're making the right move. That's what that feeling is. When you're scared to do something, oh baby, you going in the right direction. Yeah. Cause listen, whenever I first started doing this job, you know what my fear was? Getting on this camera. Child, look at me today. I threw my antennas up, took a spiritual bath. I ain't got a lick of makeup on, nothing, okay? And I come on this camera. That was my fear. I was so scared to get on here and give the message, because I was so worried about how I looked, right? Spirits, like, they don't care how you look. They just need the message. See what I'm saying? It is. It's really good for you to get in the rain and do a spiritual shower in the rain. Yeah, that makes a lot of difference. You'll be feeling a lot better. Yeah. That's right. You, at least you gotta do what makes you happy. They used to tell us getting out in the rain to give you pneumonia, doing this and doing that. Yeah. I do 2 or 3 spiritual baths and showers a day. It depends on what energy I got in and who booked a reading with me. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I change clothes 5 times a damn day, okay? I'm over here in and out of the shower, doing what I need to do. Like, yeah. So I can keep my energy clean, so I can keep doing what I do, right? You gonna be alright. You ain't gonna get struck by lightning. I love taking spiritual baths during the storm. Here lately, I've been finding myself doing that. Yeah. I'll hear it pouring down raining, and someone will just tell me to go get in the bath. And once I get out of that bath, I feel so much better. I'm like, oh, okay, because I released that energy with that storm, right? And it just felt so much better for me. But everybody has a different way of transmuting energy. You could mute it through dancing, through planning, through crafting, through spiritual baths, singing bowls, frequencies, meditation. There's a lot of different ways that you can transmute energy. No, you're okay. Trust me, sis. I had a whole nother platform with like almost 40,000 people. Okay, listen, you want to talk about karmic energy? Some of my real OGs in here, they'll tell you, baby, you want to talk about a karmic? Oh, child. I was on a whole karmic timeline with 40,000 people. That's why sometimes, y'all, less is better. Okay? Because when I click on this camera, that energy would be so just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it would be so off balance. Now it's not like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's up with these twin flames, but they know that they in hot water now, and they just keep on trying to hold on to our energy. I've been feeling mine the past couple of days, and I'm like, child, you better get on somewhere. Spirit's already chastising you. Why you keep on trying to stay over here? You better take that energy somewhere else. Yes, your family's. Yep, they trying to stop you too, cause they all need your energy. Love, can I tell you something? You'll be able to see when you get away from this type of energy because it's blocking your gifts. It's blocking your gifts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They talk cash money shit, but then guess what? You be the one that they need. And it's like, okay, listen, make it make sense. Either you love me or you don't. What is going on? Like, either you like me and you want to be with me, or we're gonna be a family, or whatever the case may be, or what's going on. Yeah, they are, sis. Your family, they are part of that shit too. You need to call all your energy back. Because there is a sister or a mother figure here that don't like the fact that you stepped in your power. They like for you to be in toxic relationships. Because they're in toxic relationships. Yeah, that's what it is, sis. You're welcome. Y'all be coming here and saying some weird shit. I be sitting here like, what? Yeah, I posted that today on my thing. Like, it's just, this energy is like one of those things where you're just shutting up and your just facial expressions kind of giving it away. And you're like, y'all hear the motorcycle? Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. That's what I was saying, something about the evil step parent or stepmother. Yeah. Oh no, you're okay. I'm talking to Miss Hollywood. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Hey, that shit's been going on. You're like, hold up, you slept with my ex partner? Do you know what's going on over there? Oh, okay. The witch and the warlock sleeping together. Hey, Miss Kelly. I have been, yeah. You got to be careful, man. Y'all, some of these families is into that shit. And you'll be sitting here and you'll be like, hold up, what? You was sleeping with your sister, your cousin. Yeah. And y'all, they be thinking this shit's normal. And you sitting over here and you're like, that is not normal. Why'd you go to the family reunion looking for your soulmate? What's going on here? Hey, Miss Kelly, how you doing, darling? Yeah. But of course, at some point, you was tripping. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know what you was talking about, and you're like, okay, why are you and your mama like that? What's going? Why are you and your sister like that? Why are you and your brother like that? How? What? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all you can do, baby. Especially the way this energy's roaming around here. Yeah, it's time just to take it one day at a time. Yeah. They going over to the family reunion looking for a soulmate. But y'all want to say that I'm fucked up and I don't got what? Hold on. Can you make it make sense? Why whenever a family member comes in the house and somebody got lingerie on and they sitting there and got you feeling uncomfortable and you're like you realize I'm your cousin. Hold on, what's going on here? Y'all, honey, I seen it in the physical. I said, why is she sitting in his lap like that? My cousin looked at me. He said, "Come on, cuz, let's walk outside." We walked outside, and he was like, "Why did she just go jump in her brother's lap like that and just wrap her arms around him?" I said, "Shit, I don't know." I said, "Fire that joint up. Let me hit it." Shit, I was like, I don't know. And then years later, y'all, I found out this sister, she admitted to the brothers having sex with her. And then there ended up being a child that got adopted out years later. And I'm like, hold on, what? Like I was getting bits and pieces of it over the years. And I'm like, so then I called the mama whenever the child hit me up. I said, such and such hit me up and said that he was looking for you. She said, "Oh fuck, this can't be good." I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What do you mean this can't be good? Oh, we're on vacation. I can't talk about this right now. So the next day I called her. Y'all, she was drunk. She didn't even remember. And I said, she tried to play it off. And I was like, oh, okay, we gonna do that. Oh, okay, I already heard enough. Cause see, I had already been seeing shit along the years, and I'm like, boom. Spirit put the puzzle pieces together. I'm like, oh, y'all were incest family. That's how y'all roll. I was like, oh my. What in the hell is going on here? Yeah. I remember my cousin hit me up. He said, "Hey, cuz," he was like, "such and such is looking for you." And I'm like, "Who is that?" And he started explaining, and I was like, "See me," and send me the picture. And I was like, "What in the fuck am I looking at here? You got to be kidding." Y'all, this child looked like the sister and the brother mixed together. You could tell. Listen to the crickets. Yeah. Or is that a hummingbird? And I knew. And I knew right then. I was like, well, John West, where you live at? That's my uncle's name. You said you did what? Even after I found out, I still took them in whenever they didn't have a place to stay with the kids. Right. Gotcha. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, and now they're watching and they're like, oh God, everybody's figuring out the family secret. And you're like, bitch, I've been knowing the family secret. You can hide, but you can't hide from the energy. Right? And that's the thing. You said from Miami, but in Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay. I'm in Tennessee too. But you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's it's just wild. It's like, man, hold on. What in the hell is going on here? I've been knowing some shit. And see, you could have moved away from them, right? And they're over here now. They all done the smear campaign. And you're like, do you know we could see you? You went to your cousin's wedding just a couple days ago. What? Y'all really would what? Hold on. Yeah, I want no invitation. Listen now, that shit's weird. Y'all keep that shit over there. And then they over here talking about that you the one that needs to be uh, put away. Weird, bitch. Who needs to be put away? Y'all need to be put the fuck away. What is going on here? This shit ain't normal. But y'all, this shit been going on for years and years and generations and generations. Sis, this shit happens every single day. Okay? This shit happens every single day. Folks don't want to talk about it. They want this to be shoved under the rug. But I'm telling you, that's what it is. What's up, JR? Yeah. And then you be over here, you like, yeah, I told you. Hey, I told you, like, it was something wrong with them people. There's something going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. That's like these church covens. You know what I'm saying? The shit that they do, and then the good church is sitting over here and they're like, hold up, bro. Listen, don't pull up on us like that. We ain't doing no shit like that. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's good and bad and everything. And you got the world dividing because they're like, okay, they're devastated because they're like, what? Y'all see how my eyes went from blue to brown? I'm telling y'all because I'm channeling. I told y'all that the other day. My eyes will be changing colors. They was just blue and now they brown. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's something is, and it's like the folks is clear and they're like, okay, listen, no, you need to put them over here in this category. Don't put us over here with them. That's like every spiritualist ain't a good one. They're in dark energy. Don't be putting us light workers and earth angels and star seeds and people that are out here being activists for good things in this category over here. Listen, they do their own thing. That's their I'm minding my business, okay? Don't be putting me over here with them, right? Same thing with churches, religion, culture, politicians, politics, all this stuff, right? Babe, where's the lighter at? You see what I'm saying? It's like, don't put us over here. That's like people that's in toxic relationships. Okay, listen, my relationship is growing and healing. We don't resonate with that. You see what I'm saying, collective? There's a lot of people speaking up and speaking their truth and saying, well, hold on, we don't partake in that. Okay, we don't do occult rituals and hold on. No, we don't marry cousins. We don't we don't do all this stuff, right? And folks are sitting over here and they're like, oh, and they're upset because like their own people speaking out about them and they're like, no, you're supposed to just be quiet. And they're like, no, because we're a part of that community. Hold on, no. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
um No. You see how my eyes changed colors? They was blue, now they're brown.
Yeah, I was finna say something about it.
Yeah.
I was finna say something about it. Might want to look about it. What you gonna tap into?
I don't know. You're welcome, baby. That's why, man, listen, when y'all come in, y'all tell me that you cut your whole family off. I'll be like, well, shit, how's your life since you done that? Shit, it's good, sis. I'm evolving. I done opened my business. I done wrote my book. I done moved out of state. I done bought me 3 properties. Now I'm a renter. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing that. And I'm saying, oh, okay. Did you see how you started elevating when you started leaving people behind? Sometimes it be your own people you gotta leave behind. Cause they over here, look, 55, 155. Y'all can't make this shit up. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta leave all that shit behind in order for you. Sometimes you gotta leave your own hometown to go and be successful. A lot of people don't realize that. Because a lot of times the people in your hometown, they don't want to see you go nowhere. Because they still sitting in the same spot, drinking the Coke 45, not doing a fucking thing with their life, still trying to say this and say that. And you're like, okay, well, listen, get up and do something. Action, 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 right? That's like like I was talking about earlier, in a relationship. Have you been evolving? Have you been getting somewhere? Have you started something positive for yourself? Because if you haven't, that means that's not the relationship for you. If you've been spiraling out of control and shit ain't been working out, what's going on, right? Because a lot of us have been pulled off of karmic timelines and we're rebranding and doing things, and people's looking like, okay, what's going on here? It's called elevation. And y'all, a lot of people don't want to elevate. They don't want to go do new things. They're afraid of life. Have you ever met somebody who was afraid of success? Okay, well, the rent man ain't afraid to come give you eviction notice. Bitch, you better get the fuck up. What are you going to do? You can't stay stuck. You can't always be like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, that's shit. Well, watch me, okay?
Excuses like an asshole. Everybody else.
Yeah, everybody got excuses. Shit, I'm not making no excuses. I'm doing that shit. Y'all see how I show up every day. I might be tired, mad, angry, sad, going through some shit. You know, there was a elder man that posted on TikTok the other day, and y'all, he said some real shit. Right now, with the world shifting, the women is feeling the shift. And we still got to get up and show up. And you know what he said? He said to all my men out there, he said, just be present. Be present for her, because she is feeling a shift that you know nothing about. Because we're the creators, right? We have children. We bleed for 7 days and we don't die. We are the creators. So we feel that shift that the world is going through, but we still got to show up. We still got to do what we got to do, right? And that's why a man will tell you, he'll watch his woman go through multiple seasons where she changes. That's like, look, I'll use myself as an example, right? My husband said, I seen you change. Yeah, you did. Because you seen them try to disable me. And now you done seen me get in beast mode. Now I'm in my emperor energy. And I'm going hard. And like, he ain't used to seeing this, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I got to go back in here. I got to go to work. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got bookings. I got to do this. I'm in motion, right? So it's like, that's the thing is, he's the same way, though. I've seen changes in him, but it's been good changes. It's just, you got to stay together. If you ain't got a relationship where you can't work together, then you ain't got a relationship. You gotta see positive things changing in your life, right? Sometimes the old stuff gotta be taken out so new stuff can come in. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's why you want to be. Man, listen, you want to be with somebody that's gonna be on your ass. If they ain't on your ass, that means they don't give a fuck about you. They will send you out and sacrifice you like a motherfucker and be like, well, I don't know. Well, I didn't tell you to go do that, but the whole time they did, though. Y'all, I watched this in my lifetime, okay? And I'm sitting here And I'm like, I'm not gonna be that kind of person. Just because somebody loves you don't mean they gotta go out there and sacrifice themselves for you. Now listen now. That's right. That's why I be telling my husband, I was like, shit, I don't give a fuck what nobody got going on. Listen now, you got a opportunity of a lifetime, you about to go. I don't care what's going on over there. Shit, they better figure it out. They better call the right authorities, the right people, the right therapists, or whatever they need to be calling. Because listen, you are not putting yourself last because somebody else got something else going on and they need you to come play Captain Save-A-Ho. You gonna have to choose yourself, right? That's like me sitting here saying, well, you know, you can't go get that opportunity because, oh, I don't think that this is, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Especially whenever you see somebody who has had to struggle and struggle to get up on their feet, and now here comes God presenting the opportunity of a lifetime, and then you going to be over here and be like, no, I don't, you know what, no. Because y'all it was done to me. I know what that feels like, right? And it's like, what? And I noticed ever since this opportunity come in, baby, the devil has been working, okay? The devil has been busy. I'm like, okay, Spirit, I'm going to pull back, okay? I'm not going to snap. I'm just going to just relax because I see it. And it gets me so angry because I've been doing like that. And I'm like, why can't everybody just go be happy and be successful and do what they need to do? Why do you always got to meddle in somebody else's business? Meddling worse than stealing. And it drives me insane. And I'm like, if I see you with a good opportunity and you come to me and you like, VG, is this going to work out? I'm going to tell you yes or no. But I'm going to tell you not to be scared. Because if you're scared, that means you're making the right choice. Always. Because that's how I knew I was still going in the right direction. I was scared to death. I was doing something I'd never done before. And baby, listen, now I done mastered this craft. And I'm fucking good at what I do. And I'm over here and I'm like, yes, go tap into that. You're scared today, I need you to tap into that. Okay? Stop being scared and holding yourself back. Because you're going to miss an opportunity of a lifetime because you was afraid to let somebody love you. You was afraid to go and take that opportunity. You was afraid to go and step into something, a new craft. Like, if you're going to go learn new things, it's a beautiful thing. Go do it, right? Don't hold yourself back just because somebody don't want to support you. Real shit. Just because somebody else don't support it, it don't matter. It don't matter at all. It takes a lot of courage to step up and do something you ain't never done before. You got to be teachable on this journey. I don't care. I don't give a fuck how old you are either. You got to be teachable. How many people are learning things that they ain't never learned before? And that's how you know. Then eventually when you tap into that, you start getting excited and you're like, man, this is going to be so great. Like, I can do this. You need to start talking like that to yourself. This is going to work. I can do this. Stop letting people plant seeds that how they feel about themselves. Okay? Miss Hollywood, you just said a mouthful. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand right now. And we all need to be figuring out how we can all help each other. Yeah, it is. Every day is a lesson learned. And every day, y'all, that shit goes on, I look back. The only time I look back and I be thinking like, whew, I'm glad I ain't there no more. I'm glad I'm not fighting them demons. I'm glad I got my anger under control. I'm glad I don't deal with people, places, or things anymore. I am so thankful for my growth and my healing and my evolving and how I can help others pull you up out of this fucking shit show. Because that's what it is. It's a shit show. And sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's going to be some real ugly, fucked up days. And it ain't going to be, you're going to be like, VG, listen. I've had a couple clients hit me up. They're like, I'm tired. I'm like, I know. I'm tired too. I'm just like y'all. I'm human. I'm tired. Living in a spiritual experience. Like, I'm over here. I'm tired. My vessel's tired. But let me go lay in the water. Let me relax. Because You know what? At this point in time, I'm being called to go to the front line and be there for my people. Because there's obstacles and delays that I got over that you guys are just now entering into. So now I got to be that teacher. I got to show up every day. So earlier I had to rest because on Friday nights we always do this. I always come live. We have a Friday night session. You know what I'm saying? So I had to rest so I could come in and be the teacher and let y'all know we're going to get through this shit, okay? I don't care what obstacles and delays are thrown at you. You're going to get through this. You want to know why? Because you're going to get up and you're going to show up every day as your best self. No matter what they say. I don't care what they say. Show up. Show up. Do the work. Don't worry about it. They're mad. Fuck them. They're always going to be mad. They're always fucking going to find a problem with it. Whatever. Show up, okay? I love y'all. But listen now. This is the part of the journey everybody ain't going to tell you about, where sometimes you need a mentor to get in your ass and say, hey, come on. Why are you laying down for? You got to, come on. You got to go. You got to go do the work. Right? It is what it is. This is my dog, confirmation. Because guess what, collective? This journey's about you. You got to show up for yourself every single day. I don't care who shows up for you. You got to show up for you. And you got to love on you. You cannot be putting yourself on a back burner for other people. Yeah. That's why I'm telling people, yeah, you got to speak your truth, man. Like, stop protecting these people. Stop protecting them. How long have you held this trauma in? You know what I'm saying? How long you held on to this truth that's been making you physically sick? See what I'm saying? And honestly, y'all, let me tell you something. If somebody's trying to stop you on your journey, it's because they're scared of their own. They're scared of their own. They don't want to get on there. They don't want to do that transformation. They don't want to do that deep shadow work. Mm-hmm. Kelly, they like playing with your mental. That's all that is. They like playing with your mental space. That's why I said, you got it, man. Ain't nobody finna get up here with me. I don't give a fuck. I'm finna be chilling. I ain't saying shit. You ain't finna get me in my head. Because, see, that's where that crash out comes in. When somebody can get you in your head, they know that they're going to get you to crash out. Okay, we're going to bring light to the situation. Nah, go ahead and turn back that way. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to bring light to the situation, man. Ain't nobody finna do none of that. We ain't crashing out. Who? Hey, welcome. But, yeah. Divine intervention, faulty foundations is falling apart right now. That's something else y'all are witnessing. There is foundations being dismantled because they all been built on lies, deception, thievery, spiritual warfare, things like that. Okay, that's right. That's why good luck ain't on their side. Y'all, a lot of these people built their foundation off of your energy and you didn't even know it. You called your energy back and your ass was already supposed to be unalived. Oh, okay. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. They were supposed to have unalived you some way, somehow, right? And now they're sitting back and they're watching. You can't put somebody who come from the struggle in the struggle. Bitch, because I'm going to eat beans and cornbread. What you talking about? I'm going to make sure all my bills is paid. And I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm not living out of my means. I don't care what you say. I ain't doing none of that. I'm going to make sure my shit's taken care of. Before I go out here and try to have try to live out of my means and live off. Can I tell y'all something? VG don't even have a credit card. I don't even have a credit card, y'all, where you could go charge shit. Okay? Because you wanna know why? I don't live in that land. I don't rob Peter to pay Paul. When my money comes in, it's hard earned money. I always return my services. Always. I ain't going and charging shit on no credit card and going and having to go and pay them $300 and do this and do that. No. I'm not doing none of that. Cause I know better. Because I'm like, no, that's not a smart decision. There y'all is something about me and credit cards I ain't never liked. I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. Cause I feel like you trying to trick me. Oh, well, you got a $2,000 limit. You gonna stress me out. You gonna stress me out, cause then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna buy that living room suit, and then somehow, some way, I'm over here now. I'm stuck in this contract. Hold on now. No, I ain't doing that. Yeah, you see these people? They be going on vacation with a credit card. Who? Not me. No, no. That vacation can wait. Nope. I'll save for it and I'll make payments on it all year long. Okay, but I'm not finna go take no damn credit card and charge it. I ain't doing any of that. Cause I've seen so many people get in credit card debt and fuck around and like lose their homes, their cars, and be homeless. Because then they lost their job and it was like they were spiraling out of control, right? Uh, yeah. Y'all, I've been out here tanning while I've been doing this live. I've been getting some of that vitamin D. Okay. Some of that good sun medicine. I heard PPP loans too. You got a lot of people that is being caught with that fraud with them PPP loans. And now they're over here and now they don't know what to do because they had the fake businesses and all of this stuff. And now they're in a lot of trouble financially because while you was out here doing it the hard way, they was trying to do it the easy way. Y'all know some of these people went out and after they got that PPP loan and bought like uh real expensive cars and different things, taking lavish trips and went to Miami for spring break and buying Gucci bags and Louis Vuitton, okay, and shit like that with them PPP loans. Mm.
Do some barbecue ranch chicken on the grill.
That sounds good.
Do some ranch dressing.
Excuse me.
Barbecue ranch, mustard.
Okay.
I'll put some potatoes on it, but I don't know if they're gonna be done. Some yams and some green beans.
You can put them in the microwave. You said with some yams, candy yams.
Whatever's in there, I guess.
Yeah,
I got them.
there's some brown sugar in there in the door.
Yeah, I put some in there.
Sounds good.
I was finna drop the whole thing in there, but I might broke a couple pieces off and just put them in there.
Oh yeah, they said there's a list. Like they're looking for these people. A lot of these people trying to leave and things like that. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, shit. Whole time we've been over here doing it the hard way. We've been doing what we supposed to do, shit. And see, that's the thing. And see, some of these people thought that you did the same thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know they done this," and you're like, "Shit, no, I didn't either. I ain't gonna do any of that shit. I don't know what you talking about." I knew better. See, because you kept calling me crazy and saying that this and this and this. But see, my intuition told me that was a setup. that you got yourself into, right? Yeah, somebody's lover is in reverse here, ain't got no strength. Child, because they can't play victim. Yeah. King of Cups in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now they over here, they don't know what to do. Look, I got this bug on my forehead. Oh, child, listen now. Woo. And see, this is the same person that was breadcrumbing you, causing illusions, though. That's the thing, y'all. See what I'm saying? And now they can't hide what the hell they been doing here. Okay? And now their ass over here, they can't play the victim. Yeah, big justice here. Somebody's magic backfired. Say somebody left you around this time. This is why they left you, because somebody got this PPP loan. They had all this money. Okay? And you're sitting over here and you're like, how is such and such get that PPP loan and they don't do nothing? Hold on. They ain't got no job. They ain't got no business. They don't got this. They don't got that. And somebody ghosted you and went over here to this person. Well, now these two people probably split up now, and this other person is like they're facing jail time for this fake ass business that they said they own. Now they under harsh judgment. Yeah, Two of Cups. Now somebody finding out the truth about a third party, and they sitting over here like, whoa, hold on, what just happened here? Yeah, well, see, what happened was everything looks like glitter ain't glam. The grass was not greener on the other side, is what Spirit is saying here. Y'all remember how I said the other day that you got receipts for everything? How, how you pay your bills, how your money comes in. Like, you have receipts for everything, and somebody else don't here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know where my time goes. I know where my income comes from, right? Like, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Y'all, these are the same people that be sitting behind the scenes attacking you, though. And you're like, you need to get your affairs in order. Y'all remember what I said about all that money? Don't nobody got no lawyer, no bondsman, nothing. So let me get this straight. You went over here and you got all this money by either lying, stealing, inheritance, lying on these PPP loans, all this other stuff. But you, excuse me, they want me to shut up. But you didn't go find you a good lawyer? Because you just thought that you was going to slide under the radar and nobody was going to know? Fraudulently drawing disability when you don't got no disability? All this stuff. All this stuff is coming out. Somebody been over here living high on the hog, child. Okay? And you sitting over here and you're like, you know they're finna catch you, right? Excuse me. Meanwhile, you're still working, minding your business. Your receipts are still there. Your direct deposit is still hitting. Bills still paid. Still coming from the same source of income because you've been working and doing what you were supposed to do. And now your discipline is paying off. And that's why I said that there is, you got people that are sitting here and they're like, divine feminine, divine masculine wasn't doing that. No, we wasn't doing no shit like that because we knew better, because we was disciplined. You was over here laughing at us at what we was doing, and now you come back and you see that the fruits of our labor is paying off, and we're still being consistent and doing what we need to do. Yeah, that's exactly right. And now it's like, whoever they promised some money to, or said that you stole something or you done this, now the hunted is being hunted, right? And it's like, y'all, this could be somebody's ex-lover here. I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody's ex-lover here got themselves deep into a situation, okay, or family members got themselves deep into a situation that you have no clue about. And whenever you get this news, you're about to be like, VG, what in the fuck just happened here? Shit. Something God protected you from. That's what the fuck just happened here. You about to see how spirit shows up with protection, and how that rejection was for your protection. When that third party ghosted, did you a favor. Did you a whole favor out here. And you're like, and you could have been devastated, collective. Like, okay, why would you ghost me? Like, what's going on here? Now you finding out. Spirit removed you from a situation before you got caught up in somebody else's bullshit. And look, my eyes are changing colors again, y'all. They started out blue, now they brown. Now they turning gray. I don't know what I've been channeling like a motherfucker the past 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Y'all, the lovers in reverse. Saturn, Big Daddy Saturn coming in to balance the scales out. Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody didn't use their intuition. Somebody and their mama didn't do something here. Please do not come in my chat doing that. Because you're not coming to scam any of my people, okay? See, because Empress, this is the thing. Somebody wanted to keep you in a Five of Pentacles energy, but this is them. They're staying stuck in this. And they can't because they was trying to financially abuse you. Y'all listen, that's what I was saying too. Pay attention. Whatever type of abuse somebody put you through, that's what they're going through. If they physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or financially abused you, that's what they're going through right now. Because they have met their match. Okay? And they're sitting over here and they're trying to figure out what was going on. And they don't understand. This is the same energy they put out to you. Damn, y'all, listen. That was a June book. I'm about to go in the house. This King of Wands over here. Seven of Cups, searching for options. Now there was somebody that's searching for their own options. Like, hold on. Or this could be you and your visionary leader skills, okay? You're over here manifesting. Shit, I got slapped right in the face with that bug. I feel like spirit is slapping these people right in the face, child, okay? With lessons. They're like, you see that? Did you see? Something about that. They getting slapped because all they want to do is watch you. And somebody has watched you heal and grow to a level that they cannot believe. They're stuck. And Spirit's like, see, if you would have followed them and done what they was doing, then guess what? You might be somewhere. But now you got all these legal troubles and lying and scheming and all this stuff. 333, mind, body, and soul. It's wild. Yeah, monitoring spirits. Very, very mad. Y'all listen, we have been cleansing the shit out of this house, and these flies are something serious. Okay? Y'all know my husband, he's a neat freak. He wants everything clean. Everything is clean. You know what I'm saying? And the dog's even been agitated. Y'all, he been bad all day. Okay? Soon as he got out this morning, guess what? He tried to run straight to the woods. I'm like, Hercules, what are you doing? Come on. It's damn 7 o'clock in the morning. You can't be going down in the woods. Yeah. All right, y'all. Oh, yeah, he put this light out here. See, that's also a confirmation. Your light is irritating somebody's demons as well, okay? Because they ass getting smacked with those lessons. That's what that is. Okay. Y'all, it's almost dinner time. Uh, I'm about to end this chat. I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Okay, I gotta go take a shower, y'all. I gotta get this energy off of me. Yeah, if y'all need a personal reading, y'all just hit me up in my email, okay? And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all, I gotta do the weekend messages, okay? I love y'all. Thank you.